All right. It is Dragon Age Tuesday. So we might as well just call it that at this point. And we have a Necromancer to get. And a Dragon Slayer. But I feel like we should start with the Necromancer. What was I doing? Oh my god, where am I? Oh, excuse me. Find the Darkspawn. Oh, I had a side quest I was in the middle of. Entirely forgot about this. Okay. Gotta remember how to actually play the video game.
Watch behind you. Lucky shot. Not too bad.
Great shot, Nav.
Exactly, Bugden, yeah. I completely forgot I was in the middle of this side quest, to be honest. I remember this now. Last I remembered, we were making a decision between going after getting our Necromancer friend or Dragon Slayer friend. Which is what we'll do next. But if I do have a side quest to do, I might as well do it. These things just spawning out of the blight in the ground? That's fucking weird. Necro's definitely your top 3 companions. Yeah, I do feel like from what I've seen of him, he is gonna be a fan favorite. Certainly from this game.
Got it. Would you like a run?
They just keep coming. Are they ever gonna stop? This is weird. Gotta break the bubbles? What? Oh! Yeah, completely forgetting to look up.
I'm ready. Let's go.
It's so weird that they're spawning up out of the ground like that anyway. Like, what are they? Are these just? Are they really just ancient darkspawns? No more bubbles.
These must be the Darkspawn that attacked Warden Vesta. I'm guessing there's more.
Ranged.
Flawless crystals.
Still standing. Not bad.
How are you doing today, Bugden? I knew I missed stuff back here. Imperial Weave. Marissa. Sorry things got heated, but I just can't give up on Tot's gullet. Parts of that tunnel have carved out in bedrock. The sea isn't going to claim it easily. If I'm right, there's a way to the gullet. Connects to the route we're mapping now, and I'm going to find it. Ignis. Favorite boy. I don't know what you're talking about. I should just assume that it's probably Sonic. It's definitely Sonic.
There's a problem.
Whoa! The hell was that?
Nice move.
Yeah, that's what I thought, Edge. You better tomorrow? Fishy stuff regarding Stalker? Oh? What do you mean? What have you seen? How's it going, AJ?
On your left.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, that used my cooldown?
I'm good to go.
No, it didn't. Weird. That's confusing. I got more things to shoot, don't I?
Right on them.
Fuck. Bees! Get them, my bee army. They didn't make the game pescatarian friendly. That would be pretty fishy.
Right from the catacombs.
Unsent letter. I'll be in Marathis. I'm not sure how long. Every letter ends with, I don't know what's next. It feels especially true lately. I have to learn more in the next one. I'll know the future by then.
Well, that's unnerving.
A little unnerving. That's one of these. Missions, weapons, and armor in-game that you can only get if you pre-order. Cosmetics are one thing, but entire mission story. Ew. Ew. Yeah, I didn't know that. but I am equally perturbed by that. It's a concern. Okay, so I guess that's what we're getting to last. What the fuck, AJ? See, I don't know if that's a compliment to Juan or what. Usually those jokes imply more than one person. What? Oh, God. That needs to stay here. Yeah, it's just like Hollow Knight, of course. Wait, Game Pass? Wait, what? Is Stalker going to be on Game Pass? Stalker 2, of course, we're talking about. The new one. How do I get through there? Oh. Ah. Griffin friend. Really? Fuck. I didn't know that. I gotta be quick. I can't hit that one? That's weird. Well, here's my HP. Shit, I did not know that. Like, I assume day one on Game Pass then, right? How did I miss that? Okay, so I can still do this from the ground. There we go. No more goop. Oh. For the moment. Ow. Too deep. All right.
Old magic, forgotten relics. There's a lot left in the
Hey, Battle Fries, how's it going?
Twisting through all of it.
Not a whole lot has happened since last time. We're going to be going after the Necromancer today. Didn't get to play yesterday. It was multiplayer Monday. Oh, I can't turn that, can I? If I do this... Weird. Oh. This one also goes. I don't know what that accomplishes. Oh, it holds it in place. Hulu! Thank you for the bits and the gift subs, sir. Though I know you're not doing it for me. Yeah, that would be today, Bugden. So, huh. Interesting. You're doing it for those points. I like Jenny's belt, though. I like my bees. Can only imagine how close you are to 100,000 again now. When you are lost, fret not. Your steps will always lead you somewhere. And with Soleil's blessing, and no matter how many steps it takes, that somewhere will be home. How are you doing, Battle Fries? Oh. Okay. Wasn't where I expected that to lead. Bogdan. I mean, Pulu. First Bogdan, and then Pulu just to prove him wrong. Thank you, Pulu. Yeah, of course, Battle Fries. Glad to hear it. God, now AJ's feeling left out. Okay, so we're... Gotta find a starting point for this. There we are.
Elevator. Could be more
That
right where it leads.
Arrow spinning midair. Correct his British spelling.
You get the feeling we're being watched when we're in the catacombs.
Yeah, Bogdan, I pay you in entertainment. Or, you know, my torture. I don't know how I can increase that. Ah! So many exploding things. How's your progress going, by the way, Battle Prize? Ow. How far have you gotten? Just too many games this month. Not really, but... Too many games I have to catch up on. And we got Pulu's 100K month. Have been enjoying Persona 5, though. Oh, Pulu, I did end up playing. I found out I already had gear in most cases. I didn't really have to buy much. I just had to change a couple things. Some of the armor we were using was absolutely ancient, though, so it explains why I was still taking so much damage. Yeah, I shared those on the Discord, Pulu. Want to entertainment, you're going to have to play a more entertaining game like Hollow Knight or Ultra Kill or Rain World. Of course. I'll do that eventually. I mean, I've done 2 of those.
That's the last
At, like, Water World.
should tell Warden Lester.
Yes, kind of. I feel like we had this conversation. Yeah, I was saying that last night, Pulu. I'm okay. I was okay with the announcement that DLC would be nominated potentially for rewards, but
Hey,
if it means other games get left out,
Always good to know the shortcuts.
I don't like it. Bet the kitty. Like, how could Silent Hill 2 not be on there? Or, I don't know. Helldivers 2, even with its drama, Helldivers 2 is a really special multiplayer game. Like, there's definitely other games that could be on there. Like, I'm not surprised about the rest of them. You gotten pretty far, you think? You're in Act 2? Oh, I didn't realize there were acts. You're finishing companion loyalty quest lines. Ah, cool. I'm glad they have those. Enjoying burning all the copies of Persona 5. AJ, I believe you would actually enjoy that. So, that's legit.
Up there.
Yeah, that's the problem. I agree with that,
The dark
Pulu. It's
spawn
like,
attacked you. They won't get into the city.
you can't just go straight
The
in
Warriors will be glad to hear
to
it.
DLC
As
with
will the
Elden
Shadow
Ring.
Dragons. Quillen, by the way.
You have to play a
Ensure Vesta
significant
gets the
portion
healing she needs.
of base game.
Good. Ducktown owes her for the
So
war.
it is really just like
Good.
awarding
Feel
Elden Ring
better.
again. Which is as good as Elden Ring is, it's 2 years old now. And it already won once. It doesn't need to win again. Final, agile, and sharp attack damage. Ooh.
That veil bubble Rook and Harding found you in. How often do those happen in Arthur?
Sometimes, often, never. Depends on the day, and they're unpredictable. And
Depends
with
on the
Elrond
day.
And Gillenane loose, who knows what might get twisted up.
Well, isn't that a treat?
Is there a chest here
Inherent
somewhere?
instability and survival uncertainty aside, they really are fascinating.
Griffin
I'll
friend.
take your word for it.
Yeah, alright. Individual votes only being with 10% of the vote makes me think voting is useless. Yeah, I didn't even know that, and I still voted last night just for the hell of it. When I was looking through the categories. It is definitely not a public vote situation. It's, you know, industry experts. Which I'm fine with, but at that point you might as well just not have the public vote at all. Or only have the public vote on one category, which is what they used to do, I think. And have that be more significant. Like the player choice vote or some such BS.
Check the back for me.
Yes, Lorelei.
Alright, there is another quest. I guess I probably should do. Or we go find a necromancer, because that's what I want to do today.
That woman. What's happened? What's going on?
My husband, Atticus, he was going to the snake nest, said he needed to help a friend, and he never came home. But when
Jeff's
I ask
opinion.
inside, they say he never arrived. They're lying.
You'd like it that way, I
I
think.
know it, but
What's your name?
Sabina,
If we learn anything, we'll let you know. So, the snake nest.
Used to be a busy place. Word is it slowed down.
It's worth checking out.
Yeah, does the LA Times even have like a video games correspondent, like somebody who writes about video games?
I heard of gals. You know, I just don't think Talos' fish is all that special.
You think so too?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not against most of the nominees. Like, it's very expected. Like, Balatro, I'm not surprised to see voted nominated because they always have a token.
Didn't
Indie
Sabrina's
game.
husband go missing around here?
And I'd say Balatro is probably the biggest one right now. No, you're not dead at
Get the
least.
answers from him.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised to see Death Stranding 2 in the most anticipated games list. Record book of Linus Prosper. Some names are circled while others are struck through. Final name on the list is circled. Gregor tips extra here every 5th day. Octavian unpaid tab, but good manners here with the ship's order. Martin complains about partner, nasty tongue. Atticus never regular, reliable otherwise. All right.
This Linus, he must own the snake nest. And he knows Atticus.
This shows where the nominees come from, but I'm pretty sure they're also voting in each category. Oh, yeah, they're the ones voting. I don't believe you've never heard of Balatro, Pulu. Like, we've talked about it while doing Multiworld. I know Zara played it, or plays it. Hey, Deadly Dude, how's it going?
We're looking for someone named Atticus.
Haven't seen anyone.
He was meeting someone here. He disappeared.
Yeah? People do that all over.
Well, I'm still looking into it.
Wasting your
It's
time.
really good, Bugton. It is a poker roguelike. It is super unique. The crazy things that Jokers can do are awesome. I have it on mobile. They released it on mobile recently, and it's a great mobile game. It's on Archipelago. I've been tempting to get it just for that.
Some burnt documents.
It is definitely worth the
Burnt
recognition, and like I
documents.
said, they always have
We should look outside.
one token indie game. So this is just the indie game. Otherwise, it would be a different indie game. So Jeff can pretend to care about indie games, I guess.
There's something on your mind.
It's just Demetta's Crossing. I can't stop thinking about it. Those people. What if it happens again?
Yeah, I believe that,
What if
Pulu.
it's happening all over right now and we just don't know about it?
Something happens somewhere remote. It could take a while for word to get out.
Ned?
Could.
What?
What happened here?
Whoa.
Well,
a lot of blood.
anyway, what? If we pretend it's not possible, we might miss something.
I just want to help. But this... it's all so big.
Blood. There's a trail.
Balatro is a lot of fun, and I feel like if any game that came out recently, it's probably the one that deserves the most acknowledgement. Scribbly drawing of a man, a boy, and a rabbit outside a building that looks like the Snake Nest Bar. Rainbows overhead. Okay. I'm doing all right, Deadly Dude. Not too bad. It's been a hectic day, but we're getting through it.
A blood-stained shirt.
No cuts in the material. The blood didn't belong to the owner.
Got some well-needed cleaning done last night, but I'm going to share about that later. Write up new healer request. I got prominent spot on board in the central market. Payment to Krill. Form staff of time away. Fixed cloth rabbit Reggie. Back in your day, Jeff was the champion when it came to sticking to the big wigs. He's become a big wig himself. I don't know how that. What do you mean, like sticking to the big wigs? I don't know. Like, I remember watching him on G4, and he was always like subservient to EA. I never liked Jeff. Anything EA put out, he would just push hard. Yeah, I thought I saw that, Deadly Dude. That you were playing Rise. You get practice for Wilds. You still using, wow, my brain. Insect Glaive. I probably won't be playing it tomorrow, Expert Tac. No. Tomorrow is Pulu's next 100k day. How's it going? I will be playing Stalker 2, though. Absolutely. That is going to happen. Read up new healer request. Got prominent spawn on board in the central market. Payment to Krill. Warm staff of time away. Fixed cloth. Yeah, I already read this. Why am I reading it again? Losing myself. Yeah, I watched a lot of G4. I was younger and actually had cable. Ass shadows. How are you doing, Expert Tech? Okay. Where else am I looking?
If you aren't buying a drink, I've got things to do.
I'm sure you do. Wait, there are other weapons, he says. I'm just saying, because, you know, Insect Glaive is going to be very different in Wilds. Not like it's going to hurt playing Rise, but you are not going to be in the air as much. It still looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, though. Fancy new tricks. I feel like I need to get in this door, but I need a storage key. There is only gun. I thought you weren't impressed by the heavy bow gun.
The bloodstained shirt.
No
Okay.
cuts in the material. The blood didn't belong to the owner.
Did I not go in here? I know I did, but okay, did I miss something? I read that, yeah. No, is there a hidden key somewhere? We got a key. Oh, I could use a key. Linus's journal. Nothing helps. No one helps. Reggie, my beautiful boy, he laughed at me with my stupid jokes. And it hurt him. I can barely breathe. And it's not going to get any better. I'd do anything for him. I just need help. I'll do anything. Said I'd do anything, but I'm running out. Atticus was last week. Was by last week. You need help, he would show, but I can't ask that of him. I can't. But Reggie, I asked for all of this.
A sick kid. His father thought Atticus could help, but something feels off. All right. That Snake Nest bartender must know something. We need to talk.
Oh,
to
yeah.
him.
I'm sure it'll still be good, Bugnan. And yeah, light bowgun is always going to be there. And it looks pretty impressive. Also, yeah, I certainly agree, Deadly Dude. Like I said, Insect Glaive looks like a lot of fun. Even without the crazy aerial. Constant aerial. Hope I'm standing on the bar. Nope.
A man named Atticus came to the Snake Nest. We know he was headed here, that your boss Linus knows him. We've been to Linus's home.
All right, it's the boss. He's been acting weird since the kid got sick. Urgent meetings, always checking the storage. But you're Nev Gallus. If you think you can do something, I'll let you in.
I'll do what I can.
Oh, Deadly Dude, I forgot to
It's
mention it
across the
yesterday.
road.
We finally started watching Ted Lasso. Mackenzie decided all of a sudden, after we finished catching up on Don Da Don, that she wanted to start watching it. So we're like, you know what? Let's start it. So we've watched like season and a half over the weekend. But this is the article titled Ubisoft executive says Assassin's Creed Shadow devs think it's the worst thing they've ever seen. What? What part of it? What? I'm confused. No, Deadly Dude did not play the beta.
The bar storage. There has to be more here.
And there's plenty of blood. Secret bookshelves. Storage must be kept neat as possible. Payments always made below. Keep floor here spotless. Well, you failed. Let's see. One of the things I've noticed since the pandemic is that we have a lot of juniors in our team. Probably half the team that's building Assassin's Creed. Building a game for the first time, so they don't know, he continued. Even though they're playing the game right now and they think it's the worst they've ever seen, it's going to be good. Gonna get... What? Even, like, with the qualifier there, that feels like a really weird thing to say. Oh. Elevator. This is complicated.
this under the
No, I
storage.
think, yeah, you've only seen the
You ready?
fancy move that I
We
showed
might be farther in.
on the Discord for Insect Glaive. Alright, well. Didn't expect this. Send letter. Send Reggie to L for night. Seal wait afterwards. Take other exit to leave. Curious starting to follow. Fix cloth rabbit for Reggie. Yeah. Still haven't done that, have you? Oh, I can actually go down here. More flawless crystals. Slide. What the fuck? Child's drawing. Scribbly drawing of a man, a boy, and a rabbit on a sailboat. This is how I know all the people saying that, like, it's a very consistent thing in reviews, especially one in particular that got a lot of traction about this game, that there wasn't anything dark in this game. They didn't have the usual Dragon Age darkness, which I will say has definitely been toned down a lot since Origins. This is pretty dark. Blood smeared page. The payments don't end. The demon repeats. Would you trade another innocent blood for his? Maker, I said yes, I'd do anything, and Reggie got better. Starts with strangers, but I was running out, and Atticus. We're friends, and I still... Reggie, I'm sorry. Wasn't the man you needed. Didn't even fix the cloth rabbit, but I love you always, and I'll break this demon's ties to us. Okay,
Linus,
so demon
the
sacrifice.
snake nest owner. He made a pact with a demon to save his kid. But the price was too high.
I'll follow up. Make sure the kid's still taken care of.
There's a key. We should see what else is here.
Comments are turned off. I'm not surprised. Yeah, that... It just feels like a weird thing to include, Pooh. Like something he regrets having said, and it's just too late now. Stash of victims' belongings. An engraved locket found with various discarded trinkets. Atticus plus Sabina.
How many did he kill? For a demon.
Trap
This
chests.
was Atticus.
That's a thing?
His locket. We can return it to Sabina.
You know, that was a thing. Yeah, I'm definitely starting to agree with that, Bogdan. I can't jump. I also distinctly remember that person, that reviewer, mentioned that they really didn't do many side quests, so a lot of the darker elements could be within side quests, considering this is one. Well, that's interesting. What's the other one for? Yeah, that's a pretty small YouTuber to get a word like that. I don't even know if I can take this with me through whatever that is, but let's go. I do, okay.
There. Much sturdier than the old one.
Tinker Ballara. I agree with that, Pulu. Assassin's Creed has always been about
There's
historical
something on your mind.
tourism.
It's just.
It used to just also be
Demeter's
about an
Crossing.
assassin's plot,
I
and
can't stop thinking about
that
it. Those
stopped.
people.
And that's mostly
What
why
if
I
it
stopped
happens
caring.
again? What if it's happening all over right now and we just don't know about it?
Something happens somewhere remote. It could take a while for word to get out.
Nev,
What? If we pretend it's not possible, we might miss
I
something.
feel like they
I
spoke
just
about this
wanna
already.
help, but this
Marissa, once in a while I call out and someone replies. It can't always be the word wind of the sea. Down here, almost there. I have to try, Marissa. Group is my responsibility. And loss is my shame. I can't turn my back now, Ignis.
it's all so big.
Like, I would love to care about Assassin's Creed again, but I just don't see it happening. I'm just so tired of Ubisoft's design. And I don't see them really changing it up enough because of who they are. And the big emphasis on ongoing income, which means they do love their games as a service. Never mind the inaccuracies. I feel like if they were gonna do a Japanese-themed Assassin's Creed, they should have done it a while ago. Now it just kind of feels like, oh, people have been wanting this for years and years and years. And Assassin's Creed is kind of on the down low, so we got to break the, like, in case of emergency jar.
Sabina,
You're back. But Atticus.
the man who took Atticus's life,
Fig Newton in my
was
imagination.
his child. But it wasn't right.
Atticus.
If there's anything you need, I'll see what I can do.
I don't know. I need time and to put his name on the wall of light. Thank you. At least for letting me know.
Yeah.
Dogtown's desperate to being
But all we can do.
falling victim to demons. The Snake Nest owner. The people Compassion found. What if it's all the work of the same demon?
It's a good theory, and bad news for the people it targets.
If we keep up the work in Dogtown, maybe we'll find more.
Okay. Cool. Have to see any more Persona 5. How could we have that, Pulu? Hey, wouldn't you be my imagination that I'm somehow projecting onto everyone else? All right, I think that's it then. Yeah. All right, now it's time to find a fate expert. It's probably a necromancer. No, Balara also had time slow. Automatically triggers if it's not on cooldown. That's awesome. That is really awesome. Davern does not have any points. Nev does. My mess of a setup that I have going here. Pulu's gained sentience. We're doomed. A necromancer. I'll just do that for now. Only next, though. Nothing else. No other body parts. Where the dead must go. Find Emmerich in the Grand Necropolis. All right. Let's go. Keeping Melara. Oh, I don't have a choice again. It's one of these. Morn Watcher. Yeah, Melara. I did not notice that was a tier 2. Thank you, Pulu.
This is it. But no sign of the professor.
I hope he's here and that he doesn't mind us disturbing him. He is a senior necromancer. I don't... Oh!
This is cool. Like, this is a whole cutscene, and like it seems like she would have to be here, but I guess not. So somebody else would have had a completely different set of lines there. Oh, have you, Pulu? Close to the 100K again, of course.
What a marvelous surprise! Any trouble with the lift? Our last guests were stuck for hours. Poor souls. Oh,
It's your birthday.
Professor Emmerich Volkaren of the Morn Watch.
Hello, Professor. We've never met. Well,
Happy birthday.
in
Happy
person,
birthday,
but
Caliber. How's it
I've
going?
been writing to you.
Hope you're having a good birthday.
My dear girl, what a pleasure. Surely you didn't come all this way just to see me.
Actually, we did. You see, we need a Fade expert.
God damn it, Pulu.
Rook.
Charmed.
Why would I not recruit Emmerich? You have a big choice to make earlier in the game. If so, what did you choose? Big choice. I don't know what choice you're talking about, Battle Fries. There haven't been that many. I'm going to turn that damn command off, Pulu. You talking about the dragon attacks? Yeah, I stuck with Nev and helped defend. That's why we do not have our assassin friend at the moment. I'm nice and cordial.
Expect such a warm welcome. Considering.
Please, don't be put off. The workforce is perfectly harmless.
Are they?
I'd be pleased to continue our conversation after I tend to some small business here.
After Royal, you're making me play strikers? Oh,
I must
Jesus.
investigate. Would you two mind accompanying me further into the shrouded halls?
Toward that screaming.
Something's gone awry in this part of the necropolis, Rook. The dead stir more easily than they should.
Oh,
He said Rook like he knew
I've
me.
never
That was
seen
kind of
anything
weird.
like this.
Do I have points to spend for him? Or not yet? I do not. I guess that's true, Pulu. It would get you to play. Isn't Strikers like a Dynasty Warriors style game? Yeah, I remember that, Caliber, that you saved for Visa. And I assume we're going to get Lucanus back soon enough, right? I do like him a lot. Did not like making that choice. But it just felt appropriate considering I had already gotten Nev wounded once and I'm from there because of my background.
strange. These halls should be under the protection of the bell.
The bell? You know, I missed stuff over here. Grey Warden Elf. Yeah, I remember you saying that as well. I do feel like everybody's playing mage. Though I think they even said that. They shared like an infographic of all the choices people have made, and most people are playing mage by far. I'm sure it's fun.
Is that a despair demon?
Fascinating, isn't it? They shouldn't be able to breach the shrouded halls at all.
Take your word for it.
Okay. Yeah, Dynasty Warriors.
Quite ahead.
I played a lot of Dynasty Warriors when I was a kid.
It's a fight then.
I know how the games work. I don't know how much Persona changes the formula. And yeah, I did play Hyrule Warriors, at least the first one. Not the second, and only because I could play it co-op. I do not think I would have finished that game otherwise. Yeah, bugged in the warrior.
It's vital we discover why that spirit manifested here.
Lead the way, Professor.
Okay. Just smash. Yeah, so did I. That's what I mean. I still have a copy of Dynasty Warriors 2, I think. I think I do anyway. That was my favorite for a long time. They're super repetitive, but I mean, the combat is fun. Striker's Fall is P5, not P5R. What? I don't even have a clue what difference that would really make.
Someone's barred the door and chained the sunken star.
There's undead here.
We may
Yeah, I guess a lack of party members that
depending on
appear
their
in
condition.
Royal, specifically.
Haven't fought undead in a while.
There's no reaching these. They are mindless.
What does that mean?
Aren't most undead mindless?
I'm afraid sometimes the weak and dead work themselves into frenzies. Poor things. Solid blow. Must free that bell.
Need some help?
Thank you. The star, the bell, can banish these despair spirits if we unchain it.
Okay. Makes sense. Oh, Dadley dude, did you hear me about Ted Lasso? It's been pretty enjoyable so far. MSI. Yeah, I was never the biggest MSI fan. Definitely not one of my favorite bands growing up. Sure.
We'll need a wisp to unseal the doors leading out. Could you please find one and bring it here?
Okay.
A wisp?
How?
Give your greetings, and the wisp will follow.
Okay. Said it'd be a cookie cutter and romance the Grey Warden companion. I mean, why not? You got something in common.
Hello. Ah, wisps are the simplest of spirits, but quite helpful. Bring the wisp here, and we can unseal the doors.
You're not over there, man. Oh, don't despawn. Big fan of the entire show. Yeah, it's... I've realized something about it, Deadly Dude.
Where we can free the bell. There's
It's
someone I'd like
got
to
the same
consult
showrunner
away.
as Scrubs. Like it's the writing style is very similar as well. Like some of the character archetypes from Scrubs are just all over that show. Once I realized that, it all started making sense. It's been pretty good so far.
I hope we can help here, Professor.
I didn't know what to expect with the sports
And it's
theme,
just Emmerich, please.
Great, Professor.
because I could not care less about soccer. Football.
Oh, just a little.
But the characters are really good. Barding as a dwarf. Watcher plate armor? I don't know if I've seen that yet, Caliber. Ow. God, I love that shark heavy attack. You both have black names. Sorry, Keller. You both have black names on mobile. This is how I display my chat. Doesn't help that I'm trying to read while in combat. Kaboom! The plate has sandals. Ew. It's like socks and sandals. This feels wrong. Yeah, I can do that in the second caliber.
Well done.
Oh yeah, there's got to be a couple of those by now. Skill tree calculators. Oh, AJ, have you figured out what you're doing for Friday's run? I want to ping the other guys today. You can remember to actually do that. See if we can get schmut. Yeah, let me know if there's something you want to see in particular, Caliber. You're out of the military, so I don't run anymore. Different kind of run, Pula. You know that.
magic. It drains everything around it.
Echoes of the despair spirits, misery devouring itself. We should keep our distance. If provoked, these manifestations will shatter.
At least it's only devouring itself. Well, this seems simple enough, at least. What's this? Ancient illustration. What the specializations look like? Let's see. E4B? What? Oh, okay. So just read the rest of the statement, Pulu. Why not, Pulu? Well, you got Duelist, Saboteur, and Veil Ranger. Veil Ranger seems to be the very bow-focused one. Duelist, the melee-focused one. I forgot I never even swapped that ability on, did I? And Saboteur, the in-between, and they get a turret? Yeah. They get a turret. Well, Balar is a tech mage. She's weird. She's kind of her own thing. Because she's got that, like, elven technology gauntlet. So I assume she's probably casting through that. I like the twists on the typical classes in this. But it does kind of eliminate the need for the expected archetypes. Like, you don't have to have a party with a healer, a DPS, and a tank. Then you have these level 30 sections. I am going to totally respec multiple times, I'm sure, just because I'm just making a mess of this tree so far. But I do suspect I'll probably stay in melee more than anything. I should put that on. Whoa. Okay, so that's my ultimate. Mod at 7047. Yeah, that's what I thought you meant, Pulu. 80% of them have a heal for you. Or 20% have taunts. I've only seen one with a taunt so far that I've noticed. And that's the Grey Warden. Yeah, I want 1,000 cuts. You found a setup you enjoy for Mage and you haven't changed it. I've just been experimenting with different things so far. I haven't really worried about a build so much. I will eventually, but I haven't really found a need to yet. Yeah, parrying red attacks does sound pretty awesome. I like my stagger, though, too. Yeah. Need more ring slots, damn it. 2 is never enough. Got 10 fingers. One moment.
Can't do this without a wisp.
Alright, I'm back. 60 more skill points at 47. That's why I'm not worried about it. It does seem like we're going to get a lot of skill points.
This is lock 2. I didn't see any wisps around.
Then I shall call for aid.
What?
They've answered. We'll need to guide the wisps who've just arrived to the door.
Okay. They want me to go above there? I guess from this side.
Those wisps.
Strange. This door shouldn't be here.
Shouldn't it?
The necropolis rearranges itself every so
I
often.
guess I'm not going to Assassin's Creed across there. There's one wisp.
Here's our second
And the game
wisp.
doesn't mention that every extra ability you unlock gives you 15% more ability damage. Really?
I'd like to meet some one day.
Yeah, I had no idea that was a thing. Are you talking about like, every passive ability or just the active actions?
There's the last wisp.
Good.
Yeah, it does seem like there's a lot of points to go around in this game. Active skills. Okay.
Well done.
Weird.
Past these chambers, we'll find some assistance with reaching the bell.
That's going to make
Despair
some...
is far more
Like, if it's
pleasant than I
enough...
thought. We must stop who's ever drawing these spirits here, Rook.
If that 15% is enough of a difference, then I can see some very weird builds happening just to pick up active skills you're never going to use.
Oh yes. Mortals are their prime attraction.
I guess it depends how far you have to go. With how open this skill tree is, like optimized builds are going to probably look very strange. Whoa. Okay, so there's no like lunge forward with that. I have to be right there. Whoa. Really? Camera was not helping me there. Eat bees. That's kind of what I was trying to do, Bugman, but then I ended up in the drink instead. Doing, Vin? Good food, buddy? There's a skill near the death caller spec for mage that makes it so you hold defend plus square X. You can rapidly regen mana. That's cool. Warrior has a drop kick? Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I can't imagine MP is that much of an issue.
How do we get rid of all these despair demons?
Their source is near the bell you saw earlier. Ringing it will banish them, but we must find who lured them.
Row perch medallion. We're good.
There in the first place.
Is it? I'm surprised, Bogdan. Also surprised, Caliber. Maybe the start, I guess that makes sense. You don't have any passive things to keep your MP regen going. Everything you do outside basic attack eats it. Makes sense. Yeah, the sounds of that drop kick makes me want to play Warrior alone. I was almost tempted to.
Where are you from?
I grew up in Tevinter.
Our cousins in Magecraft to the north. You must tell me about your journeys once we're above ground.
Almost tempted to play Warrior, but just figured I'd go keep the rogue thing going. How do I get up there? Range skill consumes 2 mana per second, and skills take 100 to 150 unless you spec to a lower that cost. That's hard. Almost made you quit it first. Wow. With how approachable they seem to be making this game, I'm kind of surprised. No, I'm good with what I got. Oh, I can do that. Didn't see that. Well, there's a chest. How do I get there? I want. Oh, there's a way down. Maybe if I go around and back up this way. Yeah, this is the way. Gotta be. Well. Spellblade weapon set has a special effect called Arcane Bomb, where 3 basic attacks apply a debuff. Explodes with a heavy attack, and late game that effect can get nutty. That does sound fun. I looked into Mage a little bit, and Spellblade did seem interesting. How the hell do I get in there? Well then.
This is where we'll learn who summoned these despair spirits.
But how?
You must open yourself to possibilities while in the necropolis. Would you mind lighting those braziers, Rook?
One chest in there still can't find. I mean, my problem right now is how the hell do I get in there? And it doesn't seem like there's any way. Doesn't look like there's another entrance behind or anything like that. Oh. All right. Well, I don't know. Vincent. Hey. What you doing? You just had your food. Man. On the desk. What you doing, bud?
This should unseal our final pass to the bell. It's best.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured, Caliber.
What's it do exactly?
The sunken star will drive away.
I just hate that. I'm not a fan of this style of game, like teasing you with a chest you can see but can't get to. It's fine if you do return to an area and there's more stuff to find, but I'd rather just not be able to see it at all if that's the case. You can spend way too much time trying to figure out how to get something you can't actually get and have no idea how. See, there's no way to know. Yeah, I knew that was coming, Deadly Dude. He's messing with the wire already. Get in that chair, Vincent. All right, 2 treats from Deadly Dude. Will you behave now, Vincent? Please. Like RAH? Or are you just making raw sounds? Read. Optimistic plaque, a home and life, a birth and death, a house of many mansions. Vincent. Will you be good now? I realized I had the wrong layout anyway.
Excellent. Approach the body and we'll begin.
So we probably won't be using that layout until the Game Awards.
By seal and flame, who brought despair in our midst? Despair? Who brought it here?
Of course they did.
The Venatori. Of course.
What I said.
This way, please.
What did you just do?
The colloquial term is corpse whispering, a gift that manifested with my magic.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Corpse
Honestly,
whispering.
I've no idea how the other Watchers navigate the necropolis without it.
Shh. I think I hear someone.
This map is useless. We wasted 3 slaves in those traps. If that Hand of Glory burns down,
So don't dawdle.
Undoddle.
Those Venatori.
They have no place in these halls.
Fun. Bell tolls. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop doing that. Heal my bees. They kind of look more like fireflies with how glowy they are. I was weakened. Don't I have something that detonates? Oh, I did, but I don't anymore.
My pleasure.
I'm ready.
What are the Venatori after? Gold? Artifacts?
Raw magic. Their first envoys were obsessed with gathering power for some new masters.
I'll fill you in on them later.
Uh-huh. So who do we think is going to win Game of the Year? With that list, I'm kind of... Like, I'm leaning towards Rebirth. I would love Final Fantasy VII Rebirth to win. It was very good. I really don't know. Kind of want Metaphor to win. I wouldn't be against that, even though I haven't played it yet. Just from what I've been hearing about it. And I don't think they've ever won anything like quite like that as a developer. Where you going, Ben? Oh, you're not sleepy yet, I guess.
At the ready.
Oh, nice work, Cameron.
Taking fire.
Gotta wait.
Well,
Heard true because I want to see Jeff get swarmed by angry gamers.
that's the last of them.
I see someone by the crates.
I don't think they're Venatori.
I mean, that is a fair wish, Bogdan. And honestly, I wouldn't mind it. That's just because I really loved Shadow of the Erd Tree. That was a Amazing expansion, but yeah, I still don't really feel like it belongs there on the list. It makes others not end up on it that should.
Spirit labyrinth? I didn't know they'd learn to make miniature ones into Winter.
Spirit Labyrinth.
Hello. The Venatori bring
The new IP metaphor would literally set a precedent. Yeah.
They said I'd spilled the wine too many
And I don't
times.
think Persona 5 or anything quite like that has gotten Game of the Year really ever before.
There are no slaves on our soil. Please remain here. After we've seen to the rest of the Venatori, I'll send for someone to escort you above.
Oh, all right.
Those Venatori dragged that man down here just to die.
The Watchers will shelter him. We'll inquire if he has any family in Minrathous.
I know people in...
Gone to the upper chambers to investigate a noise. With luck, it's the only one of those lumbering Navaran corpses. What a sight. Throw my body to the flames like we do in the rest of the civilized world.
Thank you. We welcome your assistance. As for the Venatori, what remains
Over
of
the
them
chest, please.
will be put to work.
It's pretty dark, too. Just like kill people and then have their bones work as undead slaves. Good, says Bugden. From what I've heard, Metaphor is something pretty special. I just don't have a clue when I'm ever going to play it. Too many video games. And like I said, it doesn't feel right to try it out while I'm still playing Persona 5. Since I know the formula is similar.
The Sunken Star can help us if we break the Venatori's chains.
Right.
Besides that, I don't know. I don't really think any on the list have a chance of winning besides those.
Excellent.
Maybe Black Myth Wukong, but I don't think so.
Guests!
Kill them all, but save the lift.
But I don't know. I'm going to finally play that game that has a physical copy coming next month. So maybe I'll be more impressed with it than I expect to be. As a cinematic experience, it looks phenomenal. But I've heard too many people, even especially reviewers, saying that the gameplay does get very repetitive and doesn't really evolve too much as you go. Stellar Blade, too. That's another one I'm surprised it's not on there. Maybe if Erd Tree wasn't, it might be. It's just I didn't love it that much. Just thinking of Wukong made me think of Stellar Blade.
That's the last chain.
We must return to the lower level to ring the bell.
Must we? Can't even reach the chain.
Be ready. The ritual to wake the bell will draw Despair's attention.
Of course it's a ritual.
And any more Venatori?
I'll need you to keep them occupied while I work.
There's the Venatori.
We are the end.
To arms!
Okay, so he's still fighting. I didn't think he would be. Kind of figured he'd be busy. It'd just be the two of us. Do like that.
Tory brought demons.
Typical of them.
How are we doing, Emmerich?
The bell is slowly wakening, but we must fight a little longer. Understood.
Knew you could do it, Rogue. Rage demon!
Hold fast.
Rage demon. Whoa.
Clear.
Whoa! Hang on walls now? Whoa. What the hell? A very different kind of rage demon. What I'm used to. Ow, what?
Let's leave that one alone, okay?
Did make him more threatening, that's for sure. Bees!
There we go.
I think I can change the target I'm focusing on with that attack.
Valora, nice. Emmerich, now what?
The grand sarcophagus shows itself. Ready again.
Worked! Those despair demons are just gone.
Pretty impressive.
Thank you, but come, let's ensure these cultists didn't leave anything dangerous behind. I'll ask our attendants to gather their bodies later, of course.
Sure. Ooh. Damn. From 140 to 222. That is a pretty massive increase.
And this is a severed hand.
It can't be. A hand of glory? The Venatori should never have this. I must find out where it came from.
What is that?
Let me know when you'd like to return to the chambers above.
I guess. I don't think there's anything else I have to do down here.
Let's get back to the lighthouse.
You can tell me why you've sought out a Fade expert on the way?
Definitely not something that might put you in mortal peril.
I I know it's a lot, but I swear we've seen the blighted elven gods ourselves.
It would explain recent Oniric disruptions.
At the least, the implications of what Rook's witnessed are... Ah, thank you, Manfred.
Manfred.
No one ever brings me tea after I slog through a haunted crypt.
My assistant, Manfred. Always thoughtful.
You spoke of danger to the Fade.
The elven gods plan to tear it wide open to get to the Blight. And they've already messed with it. Demons, tears in reality. Our team needs a Fade expert.
Many Watchers never depart Navara. But with events so dire...
I'd be delighted to assist.
It has been many years since you left us.
Well, yes, but elven gods, ancient magics. I couldn't bear miss this. Besides, I've spent my life exploring.
Got some
Fade
weird,
and
really
speaking
weird
spirits.
shoulder pads going on with that
If
armor.
Rook needs an expert, none are better qualified than I.
Sure. Glad to have you in a fight.
You're good in a fight. We went through a lot of demons.
I've faced worse in the necropolis.
Welcome aboard.
Wonderful. I'll gather my things. Come, Manfred.
Makes noises.
The Grand Necropolis was at peace again, and Emmerich was off to a new adventure. But in Navara, nothing stays down for long.
Well, we have a necromancer friend now.
Had unearthed something no one should have, and delivered it to the worst possible person.
Who's that?
Emmerich's journey would soon bring him face to face with the gloaming lantern.
Kind of saying that like I should know who that is. Is that something from the previous games? The gloaming lantern? I don't know what that is. Well, let's see if we can talk to people.
Abundance.
Not quite an upgrade yet. Oh, nothing for Balara. Going to the prior game. Okay. I'm glad it's not something I missed somehow. I wasn't really sure.
You're up late.
You're awake to notice.
Can't sleep. I know. I'll wait to ask.
I
Is it
sleep when
night?
I can get it.
Can't really
And
tell here.
This place, it's too quiet for that.
I know what you mean.
No tavern goers, no late night carts, no cats trying to claim the alley behind your house.
The Minrathous lullaby.
Okay, what works then? How do you sleep?
I don't know. Chase the right bastard through the wrong ritual? It'll knock you right out. Of course, you might wake up with a new accessory.
Well, that must have been something.
There was a bit more in the middle, but yeah.
And now?
It's not what keeps me up at night. It's not the quiet. I never could sleep once work gets in my head. But what's got you up at night?
With this.
Same. Can't sit still. Can't stop thinking about everything.
I don't know what I would have liked to see what else I was going to say. The full statement.
Restlessness catches. Get one person in a room nervous, the whole place twitches. One person can't sleep. It's only getting later. Get out while you can.
flirt with everyone.
And if it's already too late?
Don't tell me you're a lost cause.
I might be.
I know the feeling.
At least for now. Is this new? There's a whisper in this wall. I've got my eye on it, Nav. Okay. Hearing whispers from the walls, though those wisps are making a lot of noise. I assume he's not back in the pantry yet. No. Hello?
Rook, I was thinking of taking Hassan for a walk. He could use the exercise. Chance to stretch his wings. Thought you'd like to come along.
How to Train a Griffin. Of course. The aesthetic is kind of Disney Pixar anyway. That is one thing I will say. I do not love the character designs. I don't mind them. I don't hate it like a lot of people do, but... I mean, Emmerich especially. Emmerich literally looks like he could be from a Pixar movie. It just seems like these games are going to change their style constantly. I do bet that if we get another one, it's going to look completely different.
Did I see you writing a message to the Inquisition? What's that about?
You know, Varric and I were part of the Inquisition, right? I'm trying to get news about the South. But Charter hasn't replied to any of my messages. I'm trying not to worry about what's happening there, but... No, it's probably
Inquisition's not really supposed to exist
Charter's
anymore.
Just busy. She's always busy.
Charter. Who's that?
She's the Inquisition's spy master. Or she would be, if there was still an Inquisition.
There we go.
I suppose she just works for the Inquisitor now?
I haven't heard much about the Inquisition in years.
Oh, that's intentional. When the breach was open, we needed a large group to stop Southern Thedas from falling into chaos. It's changed in the years since. We're a smaller force working underground to keep an eye on things going on in the world.
A spy master? She doesn't know things about me, does she? Do I need to worry?
Not at all what I thought I was going to say, but it works.
Everything about you. Oh, but she's not going to use it against you. I mean, if you behave.
So how long were you with the Inquisition? 10 years?
Something like that. Why?
You must know the Inquisitor.
Well, yeah.
When's he going to show up?
I wasn't part of the Inquisitor's inner circle, though. I spent more time with the ordinary people, the ones you didn't hear about.
So, tell me about these ordinary Inquisition members I haven't heard about.
The Inquisition hired hundreds, and most of them weren't Magisters or Ben Hasrith or the left hand of the Divine. There were scouts and stable hands, carpenters and cooks and quartermasters.
Did have a
and
full
two
army.
dedicated pastry chefs. Most of them volunteered, like me. We wanted to help in whatever small way we could.
You help people. That's not small.
It sure felt like it sometimes. I'd sit with Rector and Faulkner and we'd watch the important people with their important business rushing by.
Rector? Faulkner?
Liliana gave all her agents pseudonyms.
Right, like Charter.
Well, Charter's Charter, but when the other two and I were together, we were just Lace, Wilbur, and Katya.
Oh.
And the Inquisitor's advisors, what about them?
She just approves me asking about it at all, I guess.
All of them, I'd say Josephine is my favorite. She's lovely. She still sends me a box of handmade sweets from Val Royeaux every year on my name day. Cullen and I got along too, but he was always busy. He would have bad days from lyrium withdrawal sometimes, and I would share the tea that my ma sent. He's from Ferelden too. Maybe it reminded him of home.
What about Liliana? I heard she's intense.
I think she likes to cultivate that reputation. She's not nearly as terrifying as she sounds. Oh, I passed her in the
She's also the
Great Hall
divine
one day,
now,
and she
but
suddenly turned and asked me if
that
I
wasn't a
wanted
choice.
nug.
So I guess they're just not going to acknowledge that.
Things. What for?
She loved them and made a hobby
That is
of
one I'm
breeding
surprised
them
did not
as
carry forward.
So, did you take the nug?
Who is now the divine? Who's the current divine after Inquisition
pets.
playthrough?
A nug.
Especially if it was Liliana, because obviously she comes up in conversation.
But you did know people from the Inquisitor's inner circle, didn't you?
I knew them, sure, but those early days, all I wanted was to prove myself and not get in anyone's way. Some of them were more approachable than others. Sarah was a puppy with a new toy. 100 new toys. Fun, if you can handle the mess. She
I'm
was
using her
really
potion.
the only one who could make Rainier, well, Blackwall then.
Why, it's full of
let down
bees.
his guard. Otherwise, he kept to himself and stuck to the stables. We'd talk when I visited the horses. And there was Cole, of course.
The spirit boy?
Yep. I was just sitting on the walls one day, and he asked if
How
he could
widely
join my
known are these
game.
people?
Like a card game?
Nah, just good old people watching. Must have seemed like a game to him somehow. We'd pick strangers out of the crowd and try to say something about them. Like, ooh, she heard the joke yesterday and she's still trying not to laugh. Or one of Cole's. His eyes remind her of the ones beneath her bed.
Wow. That seemed like a Cole thing to say.
I have so many questions.
Believe me, I did too.
Cole didn't elaborate.
I think I prefer the mystery, don't you?
Wasn't Cole an empath? He must have been great at this game.
Aha, but the rule was you couldn't say anything you actually knew. He got it in the end. I think.
So you didn't ask him if you guessed right?
Well, being right wasn't the point. Making a habit of seeing people was. I think he liked that. It's why you don't miss.
Huh.
Do you miss it? The Inquisition, I mean.
It's hard to miss an organization. They're only as good as their people, don't you think? But I do miss
That's
my friends.
what I'm asking.
We write each other, but it's not the same. And the Inquisition is different from what we've built here. Not better or worse, just different. It's special when you're among people working toward the same goal.
Not everyone. There was Solus. What did you really think of him back then?
Lonely. He always seemed lonely.
Probably because he always was.
To be when you hold yourself above everyone else.
As smart as he's supposed to be, there's just some things he doesn't get. At all.
Yeah. Maybe one day he will. Maybe. If you help him. Anyway, I'm sure something out there's on fire, and here I am rambling about the past. I should let you go. Talk later?
That's a lot of Harding approval. I never know when they have a marker if they actually have a quest or not. We have just a conversation. Alright. Go check on Varric.
Rook, every time I think I've got a handle on how weird magic is, it just gets weirder.
It's magic. I think that's why they call it magic. Alright. Wait. Yeah, I haven't actually spoken to you yet. Laboratory.
A third edition of the Unnameable Elements? I didn't even know it had editions.
Oh, it's much improved with the index. Please, borrow it if you'd like.
I'd love to. Oh, Rook, you probably wanted to say hi. Thanks, Professor.
You look moved in.
Just a few essentials. Manfred was a great help with the boxes.
Hello, Valhub. How's your progress going?
Fascinating place this lighthouse is. What do you make of it?
Surprisingly comfy.
It's great. Big, mysterious, lots of art. Everyone's got their own room.
It'd be easy to fall in love with such a place.
I think Bellara has.
She's been quite welcoming. However, I noticed a few of the others taken aback by Manfred, and I overheard remarks about my skulls.
How many skulls did you bring?
It won't cause any undue worry, will it?
We're still getting used to one another.
True. And yet...
Give it time. We'll settle in.
Please excuse me. Manfred and I should finish our inventory. Thank you for stopping by.
You're in the end game, huh? And how long did that take? How many hours in are you? So you say that, but now you have a quest.
By the way, Rook, before I left, Myrna and Veilguard asked if we could assist with an outbreak of hauntings across Thedas.
Hauntings?
Displaced wisps in the necropolis. I'm not sure what's frightened them, but it bears investigation.
Hauntings and scared wisps? Let's look into it.
Thank you. We'll depart for the necropolis whenever you're ready.
Okay, so I got side quests to do, it seems. Where we go find a dragon hunter. Necropolis halls. Okay. 50 hours? Have you been doing everything? Have you done like all the side quests and such? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I've heard it's like a 50, 60 hour game, but then I've heard other people saying they spent over 100. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how long it takes me. I do think it'll be less than Inquisition, of course, but... Flirting with everybody. Alright, Davrin, Bellara, I guess, because I don't think I've had them together yet. That's kind of what I'm doing so far. I don't really know who I'm romancing, if anyone at this point. Alright, so that's where we got to get to do his quest. I do like the environments in this one a lot. All very pretty. Lots of detail, good lighting. All right, let's take a griffin for a walk.
Let's get going. I've been thinking. Lancet and Remy used special food to train the griffins. Said it was the fastest way to start a bond.
Right. What did you call it? Tullum?
That's it. And gingerwort truffles were the Griffin's favorite treats. They grow around ruins. We're going to teach Hassan how to find some.
Reach the ruins. We got truffle griffins instead of truffle pigs. Griffins have expensive taste. I knew I'd get up here eventually, but I didn't expect it to be in a companion
How did
quest.
you end up with the Grey Wardens?
Grew up in a Dalish clan. I'd hear all these stories about things that happened thousands of years ago.
The Dalish do love their history.
Except I wanted to make history. Didn't fit in. Got bored, so I went looking for adventure.
How'd that go over with your clan?
Poorly. They felt like I rejected them.
Did you?
Yeah, I suppose. Clan life wasn't for...
Duelist coat. Oh. I'll take that.
I had to get away.
So then what happened? You're out in the world looking for adventure?
Got my ass kicked. Went broke. I couldn't go crawling back to my clan with failure. And out they'd take me back. It forced me to figure out what I was good at. Always had a knack for hunting.
Who's your favorite Valhub? An Emmerich fan? Ah, crap. Probably should have done that first, huh? Emmerich stands rise up. One of the characters I haven't found yet, really? I mean, unless you're talking about the Dragon Hunter. I don't know who's left. I thought that he was kind of it for the party. He or she, I don't honestly know anything about them really. Where is this one? You got Dragon Breath? Well, yeah, that's pretty cool. Because I know they're a Canary. That much I'm aware of. Where is this? A taunt? Here we go. Oh, come on. Lock-on can be really weird. Yeah, it's still got one pointing in that direction, though. There it is. Okay. Wasn't looking high enough. God, I don't know what you guys are going on about. Playing Spiritfarer too. I've heard good things about that game. Only seen a little bit of it though. Don't know much. God, am I glad you can use the dagger to use other people's abilities. Rosemary. We need that for our Thanksgiving feast. Cute game. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I feel like it's a game Mackenzie would probably enjoy.
What are you doing? That's not a truffle. That's a nug. You'll get fleas.
At least he's having
One
fun.
sec.
Truth is, he purrs when you scratch him.
Yeah, I
Maybe
did
we
see
can
that
speed
sale,
things up by
Valley.
helping him. Let's search the bushes. Look around for truffles.
She has not played it, no.
Keep looking.
She has been playing a lot of Supermarket Simulator lately.
Nug droppings. Yuck.
The nugs pretty much own Arlington Forest.
While waiting for the haunted chocolatier. Next game from the Stardew Valley guy. Missed the bush.
Nope. This is harder than it looks.
It's fleas, isn't it? What'd I tell you?
Actually, I think it's a truffle.
Huh.
Maybe the nugs, like truffles. Could Hassan know that if you follow them, you might
Never
find
seen
truffles?
Supermarket Simulator?
Are you really that smart, boy?
It's one of those, like, kind of just seems like a basic, cheap asset flip style game. Got really big. But it does what it does surprisingly well. I think so.
Seems pretty clever.
Unless he's just faking it.
If only you'd be clever enough to listen.
Well, you're still getting to know each other.
He's too smart to listen.
Remember? Told him. Remy was probably right. Remember how she said he needed a lighter touch?
If I go soft on him, the world would chew him up.
Let's give you both a chance and see if we can find any more of these.
You're not being made fun of. I'm just saying what you're playing lately.
How?
I don't really want to play Supermarket Simulator, but I do acknowledge that it does what it does pretty
How
well.
did you go from hunter to slayer of monsters?
Uncle Eldred. An old elf I knew growing up. When I was a kid, I'd hunt just about anything. Rabbits, deer, fox. Eldred gave that purpose. He taught me the way of three trees. The way of the arrow, way of the bow, way of the wood.
That sounds noble.
Eldrin taught me to hunt the unnatural so the natural can thrive. Be a force for good. Besides, it was either that or starve. Monsters paid good coin.
I'm sure you thought of it.
If you were making money on your own.
I didn't leave my clan to get rich. Had to prove it was all worth something. I needed a cause.
There must be easier causes than fighting Darkspawn all your life.
Darkness is a sparring partner. The greater the
Also,
shadow
you can die when you become a Grey Warden. There's no guarantee you survive the process.
Haven't yet.
I want to get up there. How do? Yeah, see, there's a thing here. I mean, you've already got 100K waiting, Mackenzie, that we got to figure out. I'm sure you're close enough to another one. Weird. I don't know how I get to that. You do? Of course. Hidden Grove. I'm not actually there yet, game. I don't know how to get in there. It seems like everybody's going to be getting to 100k recently. We're going to finish Pulu's month, and then a bunch of other people are going to spend theirs. Still got Dadly Dudes to do, which we're getting close to that fall sale. I'm really hoping that game will be on sale. All the other games I've been watching have finally gone on sale, like Isaac. Actually played a little bit of Binding of Isaac last night. The first time ever. Also Zara's game. Chess piece sitting there. Freaking nugs. Was that a San? What was that? So many nugs.
Got something. Why don't you take a look?
They're eating all the truffles.
I'll be damned. Follow the nugs.
Like I said, he's a clever one.
Might make a tracker out of you yet. Hungry? What? It's gingerwort. Eat it.
Remember, light touch.
I mean, it's dessert fit for a prince. See?
He'll be fine. He just has a strong spirit. Let him grow into it.
Might not have time for that. With Lancet and Remy gone, if something happens to me, he'll have to stand on his own.
So don't let anything happen to you.
I'm a Grey Warden. Death's around every corner. Not that I don't enjoy punching it squarely in the face.
Repeatedly.
2 or 3 times, just to be sure.
Mm-hmm. But you can't beat back death forever. Okay, boy. That's enough for one day.
But he's having fun.
He overeats, and you'll find out how fun Griffin puke is.
Hassan, you heard him. Let's go.
There's a chest right there. We better not teleport away. Son of a bitch, we're going to. Maybe not. Dark Shard. I like what I have better. What was her last one? She had picked one, but we kind of changed her mind on it, which is why we haven't done it. Oh. Like, what do I do here? Guess that's that. Well, let's go do the other side quest we have. Wait, I do have one, right? I thought I did. There's a new secret. You can find the lighthouse at this point. You won't say anymore unless you ask. All right, yeah, don't worry about it. I'll find it eventually, I'm sure. I thought I had another one. But I thought companions had their own section. Oh, yeah, that's what it was. We ended up watching the game that she had picked. Not just a flavor thing, but something that helps you with the gameplay immensely? Really? And it's a secret? I think I'm just going to go after the Dragon Slayer then. Yeah, Power Wash Simulator was the last one. Thank goodness you're here was the game she was going to do. But we ended up watching it. I've already been in here.
Don't panic.
I always forget which room is my room. This one. Wardrobe. Decoration mode. Do I have any armor that I could change to that I actually like the look of? Too bulky. It's colorful. Eh. I really, wow, just the default worn leathers. The only thing that feel particularly roguey to me. I guess that's what I'm sticking with. It's all a bit too much otherwise. Oh yeah, it was for him, but I didn't see anything there listed.
I'm sorry, but I find it completely unnatural.
I don't get why you think cremation's so bad. Everyone outside Navarra burns their dead.
All those lost vessels, fine mansions reduced to ash. Manfred,
What?
for instance, how would his wisp have fared if I hadn't given it a body?
Where or who'd you get his body from?
There was no single donor. The arms were recovered from a charnel pit. The ribs were a gift from a dear friend. And Manfred's wisp picked out his own skull from some donations. That was quite the day. He's been fine company during my Necropolis excursions ever since.
Interesting.
What does Manfred understand exactly?
Simple things, but he grows. Spirits of curiosity are voracious learners.
No worries,
The more
Battlefries.
he experiences,
I'm not
the
in a
more
rush.
sophisticated his conclusions, with guidance.
I'll probably
of
look around a
course.
bit. Back at you, Manfred.
Yep. Same to you.
It's just Manfred's way of saying hello. I encountered him as a wisp in the Necropolis years ago. A simple spirit, but so curious. He refused to leave my side.
So, you built a skeleton for the spirit to live in?
Spirits are formed from the emotions and desires of people in the mortal realm. Manfred's wisp came from curiosity. It's these spirits which animate the dead. Their drive revives the corpse, yet the corpse colors their actions. Thus, the eternal question, are undead inhuman spirits puppeting a body, or does some shade of the departed return?
I mean, I don't think there's any way to know.
I can't answer that. Can you?
I've come to believe there is a return. I swear I could see it sometimes, Rook. A glint of recognition of something more in the dead.
Hey, that's my sleeve. Are you trying to steal my buttons?
As well as a certain mischievousness. Manfred.
Curiosity. Why do you think Cat's getting so much trouble? No human has the fashion sense for those spectacles. Yeah, I don't really know what purpose they serve. It'd be funny if he had weird rotten eyes behind them and that's just all they're hiding. Hmm.
Thank you for all your help arranging things, Manfred. Yes.
Well, this is one of the few places I haven't really explored here, but it's only because I couldn't go in here yet. And then there's these side doors. I think only one of these opened so far. Piano room. This is, I assume, going to become a door. Based on the map. Same thing here. I've already done all this. Oh, Valhub knows something that I don't know. Not that that'd be surprising at this point. Oh, wait. Yeah, I've been down there. Almost fell. And Bogdan, I see. Oh. Place does have some concerning noises. We assume we're safe here, but how do we know there's not some giant spirit dragon that just flies around everywhere?
Other times.
Oh yeah, I did notice Balara wasn't in her room.
10 wisps flew out to one of my quills.
Right, exactly.
That's cool. They actually do leave their room and wander off together and have conversations. Must have been the wind, he says. I think I went up here. Yeah. Why is there a bunch of... Are those health flasks? Hmm. Oh, yeah. It's his area.
What happened in Treviso? The gods will pay.
Oh well, what time is it? Yeah, I would like to try to see if we can also get the Dragon Hunter today. At the bare minimum. The Dragon Slayer. The Rivane Coast. I almost went with Lord of Fortune as well, but decided against it. Guess we're straight into combat. Yeah, we'll just take our time. She doesn't need our help.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Rook. I'm very much hoping you're Tosh.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
The Lords want to hit a cave on the coastal cliffs. Big Vincimer makes her lair there. We get her out, the Lords get in, we go home and get drunk. Might be more on Tom. Don't get in my way.
Okay.
Good feeling about her.
Death by Snoo. She's not that big.
What's the plan exactly?
We need to lure the Vincimer out of her lair. I set bait, she comes out to eat. My partners loot the lair while she's out here. We'll find the bait on the beach.
Okay. You should have some idea what you're doing, right? Hopefully. I see something behind the waterfall.
You said the dragon we're dealing with was a Vincimer.
Yeah, blue with a yellow
As a
belly.
dwarf.
Breathes lightning.
Fair.
Lightning? Shoot, I forgot my lucky boots. If I'd known.
We're not fighting her. Lords just want the horde in her lair.
And we're just luring out a dragon. Moose journal page. Day 2, light rain all day. Untraced gold flakes in some of the streams, and a cave behind a waterfall with some weird chest. About an hour trying to open it, continuing down the beach. Saw Antom in the distance. Well, it opens just fine for me for some reason. I made my character too tall. Too tall, Valhub. Did you find a hint for that or something, Bugden? Or is it actually talking about a different waterfall? Tosh is currently unable to use... Okay, so that's normally something she would do. Oh, you never found that one. Gotta check behind waterfalls, Bogdan. That's basic gameplay stuff. Video games always hide things behind waterfalls. The rule of video game nature. Like it just happens naturally. Developers don't do it. They just get stuck there. Tell Xenon this is the last time I'm taking this route. If he wants to have the rarest pears at the Black Emporium, he can get them himself. Avoiding the Kunari and the Ravani and the pirates is bad enough, but I think we're being followed by a dragon. See you soon or never again. AQK. Skill issues for sure. At least it's somebody else instead of me. Everybody says it's always my skill issues. Well, it's usually AJ.
On Tom ahead. Be ready. They go hard.
Eh.
Watch yourself. They have Gatlock cannons.
I'm looking up here first. I will say I miss being able to stealth. I think they clearly didn't want to worry about stealth with this game, even with Rogue.
Come on. You're not bigger than me.
Oh shit, where'd you come from?
Shit. This is not your land.
Ranged incoming.
So, you've got no problem fighting other Kunari?
I'm from Ravane. Not like I follow the king.
You've got the
Oh.
arm ropes?
Sure. I wear a lot of stuff. You don't get to tell me who I am. Doesn't matter anyway. The Antom don't
That's
follow
kind of
the King
refreshing.
either. Not anymore.
Kunari that doesn't follow the Kun.
So, why did you want to join up with us, Tosh?
I don't.
Thought you wanted us here to help you.
No.
Lucky did her home run your ass. Yeah. They do hit pretty hard. I do like the variety of the locations. They all look pretty different so far. This seems very smashable to me. There's nothing I can really do.
We're not fighting the dragon?
No. Vincimers eat big game. Usually sea life. They're not hostile unless you do something stupid.
Like, poke around in its lair?
Right. So we lure her out, and the lords go in and grab anything shiny.
But you do kill dragons, right? You're a dragon hunter.
I kill them when they need killing. This one doesn't.
It's a pretty simple concept. I don't know we're being so stupid about it. You can yeah, okay, that's what I figured. Had to be something to blow it up on this side. Smash Bros. Baseball batting. Game! I really wonder if they're going to make another Smash Bros. After Ultimate. I really don't know how you top that game. Like, absolutely insane cast that it had.
Beach is up ahead.
Right. You said we'd find bait here?
Bait'll find us. Come on.
One of the craziest rosters in video games ever.
Deep stalkers!
Knew they'd find us.
Oh, so the deep stalkers are the bait?
Yup.
Oh!
Totally not Aragorn the gang going adventures. Of course not.
That's clever.
Quite a few of them.
Dragons have big stomachs.
I don't love the look of that attack, but it hits pretty hard. How's it going, X2?
Knew you could do it, Rook. That one looks bigger than the rest.
That's their pack leader.
Woo.
Take her down.
I was wondering about that, X2. I do like this new ultimate. What ideas do you have? What kind of game you want to play? Whoa. I might actually try that, Bugden. Turret does seem
I
fun.
think that's the last of them. Now what?
Now I get the fire going and make our dragon dinner.
I do like the rogue. It's basically being a...
Good. She'll like it.
Oh?
And this potion will put her to sleep
I
for
see.
a few hours. But we gotta get her attention. Use the horn.
Strong potion.
Come on, she'll be here soon.
So, we held up our end of the bargain?
You did okay.
Scorch rune.
So, what do y'all do?
So why are there all those
Right now,
explosives
we're trying
here
to
if we're
take
not
down
going to
evil
fight the
god
dragon?
monsters
Ah, there was a
and
lot of
their
birds.
blighted dragons.
What? That can't be right. Dragons don't get blighted. They're smart enough to avoid that crap.
However, it's happening. The gods are using the blight to force dragons to attack.
It's not a terrible idea, X2.
Somebody needs to stop them.
The only problem with that is, like, because there's no autosave or, like, death could be a big issue. Especially if you forget to save for a while. That's why I'm thinking platformers, because then at least it's level-based. So deaths aren't a huge issue. I'm not even quite sure what I'm going to play myself yet. I was thinking maybe Super Mario 64. So I haven't played it in a while, and there's some crazy things I can do with the randomizer.
I left the horn right up there. Can you sound it?
Zelda games also wouldn't be bad either, because even like deaths in dungeons aren't a huge deal. You just get restarted back to the beginning of the dungeon, but you're not really going to lose any progress. Pokemon Green.
There you go. Atas Kari.
Where are we headed?
That old Grey Warden fort. Anton might be there. I want to see what they're doing. If it's anything the Lords of Fortune need to worry about.
So
Super Mario World's a lot of fun. I mean, you can do really basic way.
So not the first time.
And let them finish.
Took a while to get her used to it.
It sounds like you've got her trained.
You train a dog. You reach an understanding with a dragon.
And the dragon understands that we're stealing her shit. Yeah, Super Mario World has some great options. I mean, the first time I did it, you just do a normal run. And if you know I assume you know the back entrance to Bowser's Castle, where you take the Star Road, that can make it very short. You can also randomize the levels. You can make it so that all the checks only come from the levels themselves, or do the insanity I did last time and make it so all of the blocks that have at least a coin in them have checks. The tracker's also really good and automatically changes between like detailed level look-ats or the map themselves. It's not a bad choice. It's been a lot of fun the few times I've done it now. And it is very like versatile in terms of like how long you want the run to be. You don't have to be crazy and have like thousands of traps that it seemed to have last time when I did it. I mean, you can just turn those off entirely. Because it's got the two goals, like just beat Bowser as usual, or the Yoshi egg hunt that I did with the last one, where there was 100 Yoshi eggs in the entire seed, and I had to get 50 of them to complete the run. And those are just part of random checks. A lot of the different randomizers that an Archipelago have something like that, where they just introduce a new collectible of some sort, and that's your goal.
Vincimers are clumsy on land, better in the water. They cut the surface like a knife.
They swim?
They dive down after prey like a giant bird. Sometimes they stun schools of fish with their lightning. Gulp them all down in a single bite.
Honestly, the default settings would probably be fine, X2. It's how much you want to customize it from there. Like, do you want random levels? Or you just want it to be all the vanilla levels as they normally are? The only issue with that is that you need climb for the first castle. But there's also a setting you can turn on that makes it so that you're pretty much guaranteed to get climb very early on, so you don't get BK'd really quickly. But day 4, clear weather, warm and humid. Found more traces of gold in lower streams. Tomorrow we'll attempt to climb the upper cliffs. Believe a major load may be near. Have seen Antom again, but easy enough to avoid them. It pretty much suggests that you turn that setting on, like if you're not going to do randomized levels, just so you don't get BK'd immediately at the first castle. Because you got to be able to climb on those background fences. That's where you can flip to the background itself. What's going on over here? No worries, X2. No, it's really up to you just how much you want to customize it. But I was saying like the default options would probably be good, but you could customize it more by doing things like random levels. Because if you don't, there's a setting you'd want to turn on to make it so that you get climb early. Basically recommends turning on that setting because the first castle requires climb. Otherwise, you might not get it for a while. So if you don't randomize the levels, that setting should probably be on. Otherwise, you get BK'd as soon as you get to the first castle on like Yoshi's Island there, the first world. Day 5, clear weather, gusting winds. Tried to skim the cliffs above the bridge, but I fell and I think something's broken. Anton Patrol may have spotted me too. Gonna find a place to hide until I can get back to my camp. And Tim are right outside. If they find me, tell the remainder too soaked with blood to be legible. How many people getting killed while they're writing? Fizzling fragments. Since it's a default game as well, like that's official part of Archipelago, you can just look on the website. You don't need to like manually edit the YAML file. The options are all pretty well stated there. The default settings with maybe a couple things swapped around should be perfectly fine time-wise.
Oh, wow! That dragon got very, very close. Letting us know she sees us. Might also be
Especially if you try to go to the back route for Bowser's Castle. Or you could even just do the egg hunt and set it for, a relatively low amount of eggs. I guess I can't go across there. Where's this chest? Okay. How am I getting in there? A ladder. Yeah, no worries. If you want me to have a look at it, like once you have your YAML, I can do that.
Someone put a lot
I've
of
done it a
work
couple
into
times
those
now, so
fortifications.
I know what issues you might run into.
This used to be a big Grey Warden outpost. They left after the Darkspawn stopped coming.
Like I said, you definitely want to get the pop tracker pack for it. It's really good, and it even like it automatically changes the screen for you as you go. It's really good. That will definitely help, especially if you want to be crazy and turn on something like the randomized blocks, or some of the more obscure things like the 3 1-up moons and such as checks. Otherwise, I think the default is just the level themselves. I think the default doesn't have a ton of checks, but for a quick run, we don't really need a ton.
Well, there's definitely Antam here.
Let's check inside the fort. I want to see what they're doing.
Alright, now I can get this down. Oh, I see. Well, how do I get there? I don't want to give up my Jenny belt. I like my bees. Oh, but I can't. That's confusing. And how else would I get there? I haven't today bugged me, but I did, yeah. That's what we figured out last time, that one of it's free. I don't remember which upgrade thing. The enchantment, I think, is free. Okay. I didn't think I'd be able to get over there from here, but just had to see. Yeah, I think it's the enchantment that's free. I'll probably do that after this because I would need to enchant Emmerich and Tasha's stuff. Haven't done anything with that since last time. I don't know how to get over there. I have no idea. There's nothing that seems to lead that way. Other than that zip line rope, which only goes one direction. Oh, I'm continuing for now. Maybe it's one of those areas I can't actually get to yet. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Shit. More on Tom. You're not even supposed to be here.
Ranged incoming.
Ugh. Can I combo with anything she has? Fortune's favor. Oh, invincibility. Damn, that hit hard.
Dust people? I'll show you weak dust people!
Great job, Rook. Come on, let's keep looking.
So the Antam took over the outpost after the Grey Wardens abandoned it?
Yeah. Ravain and the Canary were at peace forever. Then the Antam broke away from the Qun and invaded. The Canary builders are part of a different caste. They didn't break away. So the Antam take over old forts like this instead of building their own.
How the hell? There's something up and there's something below. Now we're sealed in here. Great. Now maybe I have to go around. Dragon. Oh. Wow. Okay, so she uses her dragon fire to break things. That's her mechanic. I guess that makes sense if that's what she also uses to light those explosive canisters. That's what Varric shot in the last one. I don't know why I was so convinced that Varric was an actual party member, but maybe he's not going to be. He is just going to serve as advisor, which is kind of what I feel like he should do at this point. Varric has done enough in this universe. Casings of Fortune. Ooh. Heavy armor, though. Eh. Translated from the Canary language, your instructions are unchanged. Use the nets to bring the dragon from the sky and the grapples to tie it down. Do this and win glory for the Antam. Why do they want to catch the dragon?
Grapples, nets. The Antam are going after the Vinsimer.
Shouldn't the dragon be okay against the Antam?
Not after I drugged her. Come on. They've been watching.
Plans changed.
They knew I drug her to make her sleep. Assholes!
Assholes. Goodbye. The journal page. Orders came down today that we're abandoning the fortress. No more darkspawn. Too expensive to maintain. Can't believe it. Worse, Tops was reassigned to bloody Ferelden and I'm being sent to Wysop. I don't know what to do without them. When Tops and Mel since the joining. Bloody hell, bloody Ferelden. Warden Mel Caravu. Huh. Appreciate the lurk, X2. If you do want to just look at the website and like just download that YAML from it, if you want to send it to me or something and have a look at it, that's up to you. It's really not that many settings to worry about. Super Mario is fun though. Hope your day is going well. Come on. Come on. Get over here. Circle around me. Fine. Oh, the range on that is way more than it seems. Hell yes. Guys and their freaking red attacks. That was not a red. Do like that combo. How do I get up there? Oh. No. How do I get up even further? Dragon time? Uh-oh.
They haven't seen us yet. We can run.
Hey!
Well.
I brought her down. She's mine by right.
Makara.
Mara Namra Benarie Bala! A Tashmar Tarost! A Sitarala!
Rough Kunat. Damn!
Tarala!
Come on!
Is that normal? Since when could they do that?
Trouble coming.
Shit. Oh. God damn. So many of them. Constant red attacks. There we go. Yeah, I really like how that is very aimable as you move. Hello, Lucky. Shit. So there's just no staggering these fuckers, is there? At least not that one.
So, you breathed fire.
Yeah.
Amazing! Can all
Nope.
Kunari breathe fire?
Were we supposed to know this? Because I don't remember you mentioning it.
We can talk later. Let me know when you're ready. I'll burn the chains off the dragon.
Is she gonna be grateful we freed her? Do you think she'd give us a ride?
No, she's gonna be pissed.
Oh, well that's too bad.
Yeah, I know.
Dragon. Very sleepy dragon. So wait, we're not just murdering every dragon we see in this game? Fucking Inquisition.
One dragon flew off. Now safe to finish its nap, uninterrupted. Another was about to wake up. The surviving Antam poachers carried news of a fire-breathing Kunari back to their leader. Tosh and the team would soon find themselves being hunted by the Dragon King.
That's a freaky mask.
Wonderfully done, Tosh. While you played with the big scary dragon, we looted the shiny stuff from her cave. So, Rook, Varric's talked about you. I see you
Wait.
weren't making shit up this time.
Isabella?
They call me Isabella, among other things.
What did you find in the cave?
A lot of dragon shit, gold, some fancy trinkets, and this.
That's not... It's not Isabella from Dragon Age 2, is it? Is it? I guess it is. Got her admiral's hat.
Does it do anything?
Shit, I hope.
Yeah, I saw the chin piercing. The voice just is throwing me off a little bit.
While not as impressive as a magical explosion.
And it's been a long time since I played Dragon Age 2, of course, but
Rook, this is Shathan. She's our expert on Canary artifacts.
This piece predates the Steel Age by centuries. It comes from an earlier attempt at settlement. One that left no survivors. You used your fire.
What? No.
Were you seen by the Antam? You promised you would be careful, Evatosh. You need to be away for a while. It is good you are joining Rook's team.
I'm what?
We're looking for a good dragon hunter. That would be you.
Yeah?
Our contact here said you'd agree to join us.
Didn't Shathan...
yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, Blattle Fries. I
thought you and your mother had agreed on this.
it just doesn't sound familiar to me, but as you said,
Well,
13 years
you'll
ago.
work it out. You always do. For gold and glory, Tosh. You're welcome back whenever. Rook, pleasure doing business with you.
Mother, what did you do?
I thought you would enjoy the chance to work with Rook's team. Do you not wish to stop these blighted dragons?
Of course I do. I might have decided to join on my own. Maybe after you talked to me.
I talked to you about not using your fire in front of the Antam.
Well, she's really young then.
I will prepare potions for you to take. Would you prefer ginger or lavender?
The ginger.
Hassam Vinek. Rook, you will keep her safe.
Don't think she needs my help doing that.
Well, it must be nice to have your mother so involved in your life. Anyway, welcome to the team. Might not be what you wanted, but we could really use the help.
I'll get my stuff. Hey. It is.
Sorry?
Joining your team. It is what I wanted.
Glad
Kind of figured. Well, that's cool. I know we had kind of seen Isabella in one of the trailers, but I wasn't really sure if we had confirmed one way or the other. It actually was her.
Magic. They always talk about how much better Canary are than everyone else. Now they worship elven gods for power? Hypocrites. But it explains why they pushed so hard into Ravane.
With this, Demeter's Crossing and the Blighted Dragons, and everything else we're all dealing with, feels like we're at war. A lot of little wars.
Gods do move fast.
Didn't take the gods long to attract support from all the worst people in Thedas.
They're offering power to anyone who wants it. The Venatori and Antam won't question what it will cost.
So how do we fight back then?
We don't have an army, but we do have allies. Like the Veil Jumpers.
After Demeter's Crossing, it's personal for them.
The Shadow Dragons? I should have earned my way back into their good graces after we saved Minrathous.
Tarquin won't ever admit it, but he was impressed.
Also, Lady Morrigan requested a meeting at the Cobbled Swan in Minrathous.
Oh?
She found some trace of the gods.
Probably. Morrigan doesn't visit crowded taverns for fun.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like her
I also
place.
heard from Grey Wardens out in the Hossberg wetlands, Antoine and Evka. Something strange is happening with the Blight there. I bet it involves the gods.
Any details on the Blight in the wetlands?
Antoine said he didn't write it down.
Why not?
Either he didn't trust someone else wouldn't read the note, or he didn't want us to panic.
The first warden didn't seem impressed the last time we met.
I heard he told you to piss up a rope.
Will he be
Something to that tune, yeah.
I don't keep track, but he can't stop you from asking a few questions, if we're fast enough.
Gillenane has laid low since we hurt her dragon, but the blight spreads rot wherever the gods go.
And no one's better at tracking blight than wardens.
Morrigan and those wardens feel like our best leads on finding the gods.
Are they really gods? Or just ancient mages? It's not clear.
They're gods. In their power and wrath, at least.
Lucanus.
He's back.
I am.
Good to have you back. This is Professor Emmerich Volkarin, our Fade expert, and Tash, our dragon hunter. They joined while you were away.
Hey.
Charmed.
Right. Not everyone is met. So, a dragon hunter. Treviso could have used you.
What's happening there?
It's just... people blame you for what happened to Treviso, Rook. But they did not have to make that choice, knowing what the gods are capable of. There was no recall. Still,
which is the point.
It changes things. How could it not?
But you're back with us.
Yes, here to stay.
Good to have you back.
Stay serious with
Whatever
that.
the circumstances. Everyone needs to be part of this. That's the only way we'll win.
After what they did to Treviso, I want these gods to fall. I don't see anyone else with a better chance than you. My blade's yours. Until the end.
Great. Let's follow up on some leads.
I'll let Lady Morrigan know we're ready to meet.
I'll send word to Antoine and Evka. They're holed up in a town called Lavendel.
Everyone else should rest up. Be ready to move when I call.
He handles this so much better than Nev.
Never easy, is it, kid?
Is that what you mean, Bogdan?
Making the big choices, then living with the consequences.
I don't think it ever should be easy. As soon as it gets easy, you're not the right person to make those decisions. It needs to be hard. That's how you know you're taking it seriously.
And that's why I recruited you, Rook. You get that. Not everyone does. Anyway, you've got a meeting with Morrigan to attend, and dealing with whatever the Wardens found. All this chatting is taking it out of me. Think I'll rest for a bit. Good work, Rook. You'll find your way through this. I know it.
All right. I think the team's complete, as far as I know. But he is hardened. More damage, no support abilities, and slow relationship progress. Okay. Nev does not enjoy your company afterwards. Yeah, I mean, he seems to at least understand that it was a difficult choice, and I'm not really to blame.
Are you doing all right, Rook? Don't forget to take breaks, okay?
You sure about that? No. But I guess we'll find out. Upgrade. Shop rank 5.
Seek its roots.
And now I think I can upgrade everybody's stuff, right? And I think it unlocks the ability to unlock upgrading. Oh, yeah. I don't want to deal with this right now, though. It got him hard. I mean, I'm honestly glad they brought that hardened mechanic back? Because that was always a thing I remember with Liliana. Well, Liliana can go two very different ways.
Carving monsters, huh? Didn't figure you for
And they always refer to it as hardened if she goes
It's by necessity.
too
You know
cold.
your enemy, their weak spots. Maybe you live another day.
You've got a flair for the dramatic.
Nothing scarier than the real thing.
What would he do with it?
Standard bestiaries are always some mage drawing things they've never seen, taking the piss out of it. They don't understand how when the hunt ends and you come nose to nose with an ogre, someone's going to die. So I'm making the real Monster Hunter manual.
Monster Manual?
Who are you doing it for?
Balmore, that imbecile in Teventer,
Gary
lecturing on things he
Gygax.
doesn't know about. And Ludric over in Ravane thinks taking a rock wraith down with a lucky shot makes him a champion.
You think you'd know better? It's sculpting toy monsters that makes you a champion.
That's right. He never understood. You're a funny one.
I couldn't help it.
Okay, maybe I'm taking this a little far. But
Making
if you say
minis.
You're an expert? Show me some expertise.
Gonna start playing Warhammer.
Sounds like a fun read. I'm in.
You have to buy it first.
Where's the Gloom Howler?
Can't carve it till I know what it is. You want a piece of the Howler, boy?
Is he ready?
Was I ready the first time I fought a Hurlock?
Well, you're still alive.
I got my ass handed to me. Broke 4 ribs and cracked my jaw. Then I got back up and drove a blade through its skull. In this line of work, Asan and I are only as strong as the quarry we hunt.
Learn by doing. Sure.
Makes sense. You'll learn to fight by fighting.
I don't know another way. Out there in the world, you sink or swim.
Can a half-lion, half-eagle swim?
Don't know. Asan?
Getting his feathers wet might be a problem.
Search me. Both halves share the same stomach.
Right. See you around.
Okay. Got a couple approvals out of that. I do need to see if I can go talk to Lucanus. He's back in his pantry. Bah!
Rook, not now, please.
Oh. Read that. So I guess his progression is just going to be slower than everyone else when it comes to just friendship and conversations. Makes me think maybe I should bring him on more stuff, because it seems like you always just get a little bit of approval for just using characters. Or ignore him altogether. I like Lucanus, though.
If you want a more comfortable space, I'm sure there's empty rooms we haven't found yet.
I'd rather be somewhere I can smell soil and plants. Familiar, you know?
I do.
I also don't do that with any of these games. As evident by what's happening with Persona 5. I like to see all the quests and companion stuff if I can. Really? Can I win? No? Do I ever get to win? Was that a win? I guess that was a win. I thought it was both paper, but I guess not.
If he doesn't like
Does the Dominion
They're having a conversation and I don't know where it is. Down below, I guess? The portal room? Wait, no, it isn't. Did I? I must have been looking at his chat when I ran past him then. I saw their icons, but... Oh yeah, I did not see them. Because of the columns, I think. Alright, I like that they do hang out and do their own thing. I'm not going to worry about the enchanting. All that. That's going to take a while. It is already 5:24. I'd rather keep getting progress. As it is Tuesday, I do have to call it at 6. So what do we got? We meet Morgan or we meet the Wardens? Go meet Mommy Morgan, I dare you. I was thinking about that. It feels like the priority to me, but I don't think this is really a choice. It's just which one do you want to do first? Yeah. Go meet Morgan. Wait. Oh, I haven't spoken to Tosh yet. Didn't find out where she was. What? What? Oh. So this is how I open these. Between the facing gods. Well. Finding secrets.
Hey.
Oh, Tosh isn't the quest, it's something else. I figured that might be the case, Bugden, but don't think that was available till now. Because there was no wisp in there. Hey Tosh, we've been trying to get supplies to the crows in Treviso, but the crows who were supposed to pick up the supplies here in Ravane never reported in. If you and your fancy new friends have the time, could you check it out? The drop point was over by the coast. For Golden Glory, Isabella. Can we talk? No? Okay. No conversation. Yeah, so I guess it makes sense that it wouldn't actually open up until you have both companions done. This is a new story point. So what does it mean by facing gods? I need to find another wisp somewhere. Dance off. Who's having a dance-off? Can't take one of her wisps? Vincent. Hey. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I just found it. No, you cannot have Lucky's food, Vincent. Come, little wisp friend. Another helper awaits. Okay, they actually put a note there. Wow. Ooh, okay. Portal. Library balcony. Ah.
Dweller, it is whole, restored.
Workshop upgrades discounted. Okay. Cool. Nostalgia trip. Tested for fall damage, survived in the lighthouse. Because there was no fall damage at home in Inquisition. That's great. Alright, well. That doesn't hurt. Vincent. Be good, bud. Yeah, I guess. Hey, Vin. Vincent. It would also cost less to upgrade from 4 to 5, etc. Check and see if you can. Well, that would make things cheaper, yeah. I already am 5 now. I upgraded to 5 before that happened. If that's the case, I wish I hadn't, but it's fine. I'm not worrying about that right now either way because I don't have a lot of time left today. So, like I said, I think I'm going to do the enchantment and upgrading stuff just off stream because I have to go through and do every single character's gear. Well, let's bring Lucanus. Then why? Lucanus and Arctic. Why not? Vincent. Signs importance have been your MSQ since the start of the game. Signs importance Act 1. Ah, I see. That makes sense. If they do have a quest marker just keeping track of everything you've done. Is it? I didn't know that, Bugman. Vincent, get in your chair. I'm pretty sure I've seen people referring to, like, acts 1, 2, and 3 in this before as well on Twitter, so it wouldn't surprise me if that's how it intended to be viewed. Hey, Razamith, how's it going?
You're from Ferelden, aren't you?
I am.
Got the wrong camera setup. There we go.
Haven't seen it in years, though.
Oh, that's cool. More random lore stuff.
You mentioned you don't sleep, Lucanus?
I try not to, even less in Treviso.
But how do you stay awake? What do you do?
I clean my gear, exercise, work on my Orlesian vocabulary. Need.
Wait. The demon of Virantium lurks by night and knits?
What? It's just another kind of blade work. Dexterity training. Besides, good strangling cords cost
True.
a fortune these days.
Strangling cords.
We got company.
He can't use anything supportive at all now.
Finish it.
That is fun. Have bees. Killed by bees.
Coming at range.
That was terrifying.
How are you doing, Razamith? Have you figured out what you want to do for your run on Friday? I could just probably fast travel to where Morgan is. I recall if it was Lorelai's Codex enter, if there was some dialogue that you can overhear, but Shadow Dragon Merchant was one of the city elves that Loghain sold to Devinter as slaves back in DAO. 20 years later, she's doing her part to make sure no one else suffers like she did. That's cool. Nice little detail.
Everyone all right?
That makes sense, Razamith.
Why don't you care about our city?
Because there's little I can do about it.
Well, let's go talk to Morgan.
You're young.
Well, why it's showing Harding, but alright. See how this goes.
Why did Morgan want to meet in Minrathous? Isn't she helping the Veil Jumpers in Arlathan?
Indeed, but today we have a guest, and he needed the anonymity that only a city provides.
Well, look who it is.
Oh God.
Rook, you remember how Varric and I served the Inquisition? Well,
My Inquisitor.
this is Inquisitor Llewellyn, the man who led us all.
But I'm pretty happy with how I made him. Only thing I really had to change was the hair, because I did not have a similar hairstyle, so he got a haircut.
How many famous people do you know, Harding? Should I expect the Divine to show up?
She also served in the Inquisition, but we didn't talk much.
Morgan and Harding have told me about what you've accomplished since taking over for Varric. You've put together an impressive team, and you've got the best chance.
Yeah, no Chantry, which, I mean,
to
I'm
stop
okay with that.
Elganon and Gillenheim.
Did I age him up? Yeah, I thought of that. But he's also an elf, so I did a little bit. But I didn't worry about it too much.
I won't let you down.
You can count on me,
Don't
character
worry
from the
about
previous game.
Worry about the people you've recruited, and about the people depending on you. I only sealed the breach because I had people like Cassandra, Liliana, and Cullen with me from the start. Without Dorian's magic and Josephine's diplomacy, we never would have come together to stop Corypheus. Years later, I had to disband the Inquisition. But I never lost the friends who had gotten me through it all. Ultimately, they're the only ones you can really count on.
I'm just glad they had the same tattoo.
And you'll find your way.
'Cause it normally has the sides on the left and right
We'll do our best.
cheeks by the ear.
You do so, Rook,
You can modify
the
that.
Inquisitor will do his best to ensure that the rest of the world remains intact. A daunting prospect, given that most of the South is under siege by Darkspawn.
It's that bad?
If
What?
not for the Inquisitor, the South would have collapsed completely. He has not been idle while you assembled your team.
If the South is in such turmoil, why come up here just to talk? And how did you get here so fast?
Did you think you were the
An
only
Illuvian?
one to unlock the secrets of the Illuvians?
Well, yeah, what else would it
Morgan
be?
helped the Inquisition use the Illuvians to travel.
While I lack the Dreadwolf's Viravus, I may still scurry between the walls of this world to be where I might do the most good. The Inquisitor asked to meet you, and I thought it might help you to meet him.
I thought the gods were mostly active up here. It's really that bad in the south?
Elganon and Gillenane have indeed restricted their activities to the north. But the forces they deployed to the south, the strange new Darkspawn, have spread fear and corruption greater than any blight in history.
Darkspawn
Is it that
cut
bad?
through the center of Orlais. Valrayo and Halam Shiral are barely holding out. Ferelden would have fallen already if not for help from Orzammar. With Denerim lost, the Fereldans are holding the line at Redcliffe. The Free Marches have the worst of it. Acting Viscount Aveline Valen led the evacuation of Kirkwall. She's taking her people and what's left of her army. to help
Aveline's
Prince
Viscount.
Vale keep Starkhaven.
Maker, we didn't know. My mom.
Don't worry. I called in a favor with the Divine. Your mother's safe with some old friends.
Thank you.
The Inquisition might be gone, but my name still carries some weight. I've used it to get people working together where they can. Again, the South is my problem, not yours, Rook. You stop the gods, and I'll make sure the rest of Thedas doesn't fall to the Blight.
I do wish they gave him a more unique outfit, because I think that's basically just my casual clothes because of my background, or damn well close to it. Either that or maybe armor based on the class that you made him or something. I don't know. I don't like the look of that outfit, especially if he's dealing with all this stuff. Bring Sebastian on purpose. This must be serious. I guess so. Connections. Let's go with that.
I've been having trouble getting people in authority to listen to us. If you help with some of your political strength.
My political strength? Tevinter hates me. The Venatori helped make sure of that. And while I have a few friends in the Wardens, their leadership hasn't much cared.
It is cool hearing the same voice.
Fortress.
The Inquisitor did not come all this way to leave you with empty words, however. He brought something no one else.
They do give you the same two choices.
A wolf statuette. We've found others like it in the crossroads. Where'd you find yours?
I found it right around the time Solus's ritual failed, when he was pulled into the Fade. We've examined the magic, and it's tied to the veil. To him, somehow.
Solus is ancient, and his magic is part of him in a way far beyond that of mortals. I suggest you take it to the crossroads and see if something in the lighthouse calls to it. Perhaps it will yield some insight into your new ally.
I mean, we know he's trapped. Again, this is... Give me more text, damn it. Tell me what I'm gonna say. I think he's helping.
Right now, Solus is giving us the information we need to track down the gods.
Yes, he is a vital source of information and advice, just as he was to the Inquisition before. He is the Dreadwolf. He led a rebellion that lasted centuries. How many alliances do you think he has made and broken?
I considered Solus a friend. I had hoped to convince him to see reason. It's too late for that now. But still, if this can give you some insight, help you understand him, whatever it turns out to be, I hope that it helps.
We should go, Inquisitor. The armies in the south need you.
Right. Harding, stay sharp. You're my eyes in the north.
Always, Inquisitor.
Rook, good luck.
I am glad I brought her now.
Come across anything else that can help?
Because I had no idea this was going to happen.
First to know.
Thank you.
I'm hearing that someone asked Claudia Black. Yeah, I know. Claudia Black's Morgan, if she'd be in the new Dragon Age game. But she wasn't. And after that, she got called to come in and do some lines. Doing the trailer was a very happy surprise for a lot of fans. Yeah, like I said, I didn't even know she was in Inquisition. I thought we hadn't seen her since Origins. Somehow, amazingly, people hadn't spoiled her existence in Inquisition for me. So that I'd seen that trailer, that interview, and also was excited to see her coming back. So I thought it had been far longer than it actually had been. And yeah, the arm. I hadn't thought of that right away. That's true. Inquisitor should be lacking an arm. Yeah, I know what you mean, Valhub. Okay, well. How do I have a new prosthetic arm on my Inquisitor, I wonder? Something Morrigan probably did. Alright. Well. Yeah, I know about the skill points from the statues. I found some. I mean, Nev has just a normal prosthetic, though. That arm looked fancy. Like it would actually function and maybe, you know, have usable digits. Could be wrong, but
Usually have to
I'm
dodge
thinking there's some magic
traps and fight
there.
spiders to see this much old elven stuff. Talk to Isabella.
I
if
know.
you
I
wanna
know we
sell.
never saw it, but
She'll
that's
get you
my
a good
guess.
deal.
Spoken like a veteran treasure
Just by the
hunter.
look of it.
Yep. For gold and glory. The lords make runs no one else can. Isabella's undies would catch fire if she saw all this.
Yeah, I bet.
So why do the Lords of Fortune care enough about dragons to have a dedicated dragon hunter?
Lots of great old crap ends up in dragon.
Another coffee never hurts, Valhub.
Why do dragons care about gathering treasure? It's not like they go to the market.
Dragons like metals and gems. Anything glittery catches their eye.
So
They like having hordes.
They're like really large magpies?
Kinda. And they live for centuries. Lots of time to gather a bunch of shiny crap. Plus all the gear carried by idiots who thought they could kill a dragon.
Bet you deal with a lot of nasty traps during those treasure hunts.
Yep.
Isabella
What's the most
doesn't wear
complicated
undies.
one you've dealt with?
Old elven
Yeah,
pottery.
I kind of doubt it.
Had letters on tiles. Probably supposed to spell out the name of a god or something.
Probably.
I don't read elven.
I don't think that's so much as
ceiling,
sexist
swung
as commenting on Isabella
That
herself.
sounds more like a puzzle than a trap.
Ugh. Puzzles.
Cheated puzzles.
You've got the right
Yeah, I figured
idea
she'd like
going
that.
Across the ceiling. Varric and I ran into an old elven puzzle once while we were hunting for Solus. There were these talking statues.
Riddles?
One only lied, one only told the truth, I think.
Oh.
Ugh. What'd you do?
Varric gave them an autographed copy of his book. Turns out he's really popular in the Fade.
What?
Nice.
That's a good way to cheat.
Feel free to use the ancient elven artifacts for weight training, but nothing leaves with you, okay?
Don't worry about that. The Lords of Fortune aren't thieves.
Most of us shadow dragons are wanted for worse than theft. But if some lords are in it for themselves...
Nah. Anything we hunt is salvage. Old forgotten ruins and crap. And we make sure we're not screwing over a culture that lost it. That's what my mother does with the Kunari stuff.
So, your mother appraises Kunari artifacts the Lords of Fortune find?
Yeah. She tells him how rare something is, how much it might be worth. Also tells him if they found something cultural.
Cultural?
You know, important. Stuff you don't want going to some rich noble's collection. The lords send that stuff back to the Canary and Parvalin. They pay the lords a finder's fee.
Interesting. The lords do all this out of the goodness of their hearts?
We do get paid. Name another
I'm
job
sure.
where you get danger pay for killing giant spiders.
Right. For gold and glory.
The lords are good people. They helped my mother when she came here from Kantar.
Fair battle fries. Also been a while too, so maybe she's changed a little bit. I don't know. I'm intrigued by her being in this game and up here, considering, you know, what would have happened if you romanced her with your hawk in Dragon Age 2. I mean, I honestly don't know because I didn't romance her, so I don't know how their story ends.
How does the Ravani Royal Guard feel about the Lords of Fortune?
They used to complain about us, but that was before the Antam invaded Vervain.
And now Ravane sees the benefits of having a bunch of heavily armed people on their side.
Same for the pirate armada. It's bigger than Ravain's official navy. But we're also helping
I did save her. I remember there's a point in the story
The Antam are
where you can kind of betray her or give her up.
We get artifacts
The
out
people that are
before the
hunting
Antam
her.
destroy them.
I didn't do
Magical
that.
stuff, cultural stuff, stuff you don't want to lose.
We should do this again. Grab a drink. Share our tallest tales.
Okay, I was gonna go back to Ravain later. Got a thing to do.
It's
for
cooling
my
down,
mother.
Valhub.
You can come along if you want.
Do I need to be ready for combat? Or traps?
Nah.
Alright. Just let me know when.
You didn't find her, Bogdan? I didn't even know you could do that in those games. I don't remember. It's been too long. Like, Origins had missable characters, right? But I didn't remember 2 necessarily having missable characters. Ooh.
You cannot do this, Alvin.
Fair enough.
You swore that we would give up our commands when this horrific war was over. Our people need our leadership. If you're unwilling, leave.
Our people must rebuild, and we must help unite them.
So, we did not fight for freedom, but to conquer this land and our own. We fought to win, and now the Evanuris are as gods. I do not answer to Mythal's annoying lapdog.
The people are afraid. They must believe in something.
They need strength.
And wisdom.
They need gods who can protect them. We are not gods. You will learn that. Every lapdog hides a wolf inside.
He just has an evil voice. Mythal's fine, but Elgernon might as well have a freaking twirly mustache.
Strange. They were speaking Elven, but I understood it.
I believe we have experienced a memory in each of our native languages.
Not just any memory. One of the Dread Wolves.
And the mages who declared themselves my gods. Well, mine and Davrin's.
That can't be easy, Blara.
It was so mundane. Nothing grand or cosmic. No setting fire to the sun, just talking, politics.
Because they were people,
I wish
not
they were
gods.
monsters. Something grand and terrible. Seeing them like that, they're no better than Tevinter nobles.
But no worse, either. They were people. And people can let you down.
Alright. What else can we take from this memory?
Elgernon
Yeah,
was
the beginning of
hungry
his
for power.
story, I guess.
Did anything he could to get it, and to hold on to it.
Then Solus, furious at Elgernon's installing himself as a despot, started his rebellion.
There's another moving part in this. Mythal. She was keeping the peace.
Mythal and Solus were close. The Inquisition found a temple to Mythal, and there were wolf statues everywhere.
Then she sides with Elgranon over him. A betrayal.
It sounded like Solus was loyal to Mythal. What did Elgranon call
Shut
him?
up, Nev.
Mythal's lapdog? And then she grabs power alongside Elgranon instead of standing for her principles.
Not that I've seen much disapproval in this game so far.
Angry enough to start a rebellion?
That's not how he'd see it. He didn't destroy the world. Elgranon did. Solus did what he considered necessary to stop him.
Solus would
Pretty
try
much.
to justify what he did, but he'd also blame himself for what happened.
Perhaps these murals aren't simply memories. They're what Solus wishes to forget.
His regrets. That means they're a way to learn his weak points.
Why are we worried about Solus? He's trapped.
Right.
For now.
But the Dread Wolf was the god of trickery. He's looking for a way out. Bet on it.
Meanwhile, keep your eyes open in the crossroads.
God of
There's a way
malarkey,
to
why
restore
not?
The rest of these murals Solus would have kept in his hideaway. It'd be nice to get inside his head for a change.
Only humanity lasts that long. Memory of false gods. Okay, cool. Interesting. That was quicker than I expected it to be. I figured that would be a longer lasting quest line, but that's kind of just it. Introduced these collectibles. Alright, what time is it? Oh, are there more regrets? Okay, well, if that's the case, then we can just do that. I'm not going to get anything too big since it is almost 6. If there are more regrets to watch. I have collected more. There we are. Didn't realize each one got me a cutscene.
I was not certain you would come.
You were the one who walked away. I never turn my back when my friend needs me.
The Evanurus seek the magic of the Blight.
Impossible. The Blight is safely sealed away forever.
Something hilarious with that one on the left.
I have sensed the breaking of the wards.
I will investigate your claims. If they forget the danger of the Blight, I will endeavor to remind them.
What if, instead, you left the Evanurus and remained with me? Do you not wish for freedom from this struggle?
Be at peace, love. I will stop them.
Oh.
As you must. The Blight is our mistake.
It's really kind of changed the dynamic that we saw before.
Did Mythal call Solus love in
Kind
that
of
memory?
ended Morgan's mom.
That's what it sounded like.
So they were doing it.
The elven
They
gods
were
were
doing
free
it.
with their
Yes.
emotions. They felt things deeply. The way they express things, well, it feels romantic to us, but that wasn't really how it was. Back then, I mean.
Nah, they were doing it.
Oh, they were absolutely doing it.
Being with someone you're rebelling against doesn't sound like Solus.
He also met her in secret and talked about how they could run off together.
It sounded so tragic and romantic.
Oh, wait. Never mind. That does sound like him.
So the Dread Wolf goes
The tragedy
to
part,
Mythal.
anyway.
They might be fighting, but they have history.
And he warns her about the other gods using the Blight. That's more important than his rebellion. It's like kingdoms coming together when an archdemon rises.
Mythal didn't think it was possible. She said the Blight was sealed away. There's an old legend about it. Davrin, the one with Andrul's armor. Not sure it matters.
We're deep in elven lore already. What's the legend say?
Right. Well, Andrul was the goddess of the hunt. She put on armor, magic armor, made of something called the Void, drove her mad.
I remember this one. The other gods were afraid Andrul would turn on them. She was doing all kinds of horrible things, causing plagues. It does sound like the Blight.
Well, it all
You do.
ends with Mythal fighting Andrul. After, Mythal turned into a dragon.
She what? Why didn't you start with that?
Anyway, she took Andrul's armor away. Then Andrul's madness left, and peace returned.
Intriguing. So it's possible Andrul stumbled onto the magic of the Blight.
And when Andrul went mad, Mythal took it from her and locked it away.
Until someone started using it again.
Okay, Solus warns Mythal about the other gods using the Blight. It's not just bad, it's something bad he feels responsible for. The Blight was our mistake.
How was the Blight their mistake? Did they find it? Did they make it? What does that mean?
Whatever it was, it convinced Mythal to take him seriously.
So Mythal goes off to investigate what Solus says. Then, what? It's too clean.
Seems plenty messy with them doing it.
But this isn't just a memory. It's something Solus wanted to hide. What's the crime? What did we see here that he feels guilty about?
I think I might know. When the Inquisitor was saving the world from the breach, he met Mythal.
What? Like in a dream?
It was complicated. She helped the Inquisition.
I was wondering if
There
anyone
a magic
actually would
pond and
talk
a
about this.
dragon. Nice. The point is, she also said the other elven
Tosh
gods
just so excited
betrayed
about
her.
any dragons existing anywhere.
Okay, sorry. Point of order. If they killed Mythal, how was she still around to help the Inquisition?
Elven god magic? She'd spent centuries gathering strength and sharing people's bodies, I think.
If it was a truly benign possession, that speaks to her character.
It had to be accepted.
Solus tried to do the right thing by warning Mythal about the other gods using the Blight, but he got her killed.
Well, it's not just that she died.
What do you mean, Tosh?
It's... Ugh. There was stuff he wanted to tell her, but he waited too long, and then she was dead. He never got to make it right. That twisted
Regrets,
you up.
yes.
That's it. There's our crime.
Doesn't really tell us anything we can use, though.
We know more than we did. That's something.
Then I guess we keep our eyes open if we come across more of these memories.
Cool. Yeah, these are interesting. Another one. Yeah, wow. I guess it's going to be an achievement for everyone. All right. It is 6 o'clock, so I got to call it. We got a lot done either way. I'm happy we got pretty much the whole group together. There might be a memory, another or two. I don't even know. There might be more. I'm not sure. If there is, we'll just watch them next time. I will deal with enchanting everyone's stuff in between so we don't waste more time on it next week. Next time. Yeah, no, Valhub. This week is a weird one. Week is a weird one. We got Pulu's next 100K day for the month of Pulu tomorrow. I'll be finishing up Alan Wake probably on Thursday. So once that's done, that's going to free up more time, and then I think I am going to focus pretty heavily on this. There's also Slitterhead that I want to check out. And as I apparently was unaware of, Stalker 2 is coming to Game Pass tomorrow, which I was not aware. I thought I was going to have to get it. I was going to get a physical copy. Of course, Battle for Eyes, nice to see you. We will have more of this soon. Gives more time for you guys to finish up the game so I don't spoil anything. As soon as I got the opening, I'm going to focus pretty heavily on this. But there's really not much else coming. There's this, there's Indiana Jones in December, and the physical copy for Wukong. So I'll finally be playing that as well. I still got plenty of time into the new year to get through a big game like this. Especially since this is a lot shorter than Inquisition was. But yeah, take care everybody. Have a good night. We shall be back tomorrow, usual time. Oh God, my tablet Twitch finally force updated. So it's got the new terrible mobile version. I hate this so much. It's so bad. Why did they ruin it? Have anybody to raid? No. I do not. Not at the moment. No. We shall be back at 2 p.m. as usual. Continue on Persona 5 Royal, unless Pulu changes his mind last minute. I don't think he's going to, though. What do you think, Pulu? We're getting into the third semester. I think summer break will be ending. Have a good night, everybody. Take care. We shall be back tomorrow.